Love is breaking through the darkness. We're gonna burn bright like the city lights, just like the city lights. Just like the city lights. Your love is a fire. Your love is a fire. We will never be the same, and our hearts cannot contain. Your love is a fire. Your love is a fire. We will never be the same, and our hearts cannot contain. Your love is a fire. Your love is a fire. Oh, we're gonna burn bright like the city lights, just like the city lights. We're gonna burn bright like we've come alive, we've come alive. And the world needs to know the hope that we hold. Love is breaking through the darkness. We're gonna burn bright like the city lights, just like the city lights. 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 The city lights, like the city lights. Just like the city lights.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yay.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And action.
All right, everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Invasion. We are Dex and Steve-O. I can't feel my leg.
Oh, no. Did your leg fall asleep?
Yes, dude.
I
and it's
hate
like-
that feeling. I
when
hate
you
it.
Step on it, it's like the weird
Yep.
pins and needles thing.
Ugh.
I can't feel my left leg.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. Thank you for joining us. We're hanging out live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. That's what you search. Search us, find us, watch us, comment, be a part of the show, be our friend, be a part of this family called the Starmy. Wish we had members-only jackets we could give out to all the Starmy.
Oh, dude, members only jackets.
Yeah. That's what we need. You know, no more of this bumper sticker, here, put this on your car. No, here's a members-only jacket. How about that? And it's a cool members-only jacket.
Yeah.
How was the show last night, man?
Whew, a little sleepy, guys. A little sleepy.
What's it like to go to a concert when you're 40?
Yeah. Especially a concert when you're going to see an iconic diva who had plenty of time to take the stage.
That's what I heard. What?
Was like,
who played last night?
Oh, look, we're making good time. It's like 8:45, and we're waiting. We're waiting.
Who played last
We're
night?
waiting. Her name is Lauryn Hill.
Girls, you know you better watch out.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy's ex?
No.
Oh, wait, that's
That's Faith Evans.
Faith Evans.
The gospel singer.
It's Biggie Smalls' ex.
Nope.
Oh,
That's Faith Evans.
Oh, okay. Tupac's ex.
Nope,
Oh.
not even a little bit.
Whose ex is she?
She was a member of the Fugees. She's
Oh.
nobody's ex.
Okay.
She's got a 20-year-old daughter named Selah,
Ah. Okay.
which is crazy, man.
All right.
So-
Wyclef's ex.
Yeah,
Oh.
actually.
Oh, there you go.
So
So, I hear diva, maybe?
took the stage
Kind of a diva?
after 10.
Ooh. After 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock?
See, did everybody over 40 leave before this?
I will say, I kept turning around, and it was like, slowly, people were clearing
Dropping
out.
like flies?
It was good because there wasn't a lot of traffic because I'm like, I'm staying till the end because I'm hoping she's going to do some Fujis. And she did one. She only did one. But she did.
Oh, she did?
She did. Yeah. Gosh, there it is. Killing Me Softly.
When did she sing that song?
End of
That
the
was
show.
the very end?
That was the
Yeah.
very end. So
Man.
she's got a phenomenal voice, and she was very sick actually. So she kept coughing. She had a rag and stuff, and she still did an excellent job. But man alive, which is, I mean, I got 3 hours of sleep, y'all. 3 hours.
That's all you need, man.
But we're troopers and we're here, which somebody said on the live line already. Wow, I'm surprised to see you guys in the studio with all of Dex's last day talk yesterday. I thought for sure you guys were out.
Any day now.
We're here, man.
Of course we're here.
Stop taking us so literally.
Seriously. I mean, come on, guys.
We're here to get you to think, yo.
That's right.
We're here to get your mind
We're
going.
comedic actors.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
That's what we do. We entertain you.
I will say the saddest moment last night for me was being at this concert, going out to the parking lot. Chrissy and I were finally like, all right, we gotta get out of here. We left at the end. But dude, people like straight vandalized cars in the parking lot of this concert we were at last night.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me?
No, and I'm going, this is how you can tell I'm old. Like I'm walking out there and I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait, you saw it happen? You saw
No.
people doing it? Or?
No, I found a mirror on the ground, and I look over and there's a minivan like parked on the over here, and it's like, this is their mirror.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I felt so bad.
Yeah, and it didn't. Like Paul had us up too yesterday and said that somebody vandalized his car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
See, we can't have nice things.
Can't have nice things, guys.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to sell my car.
But
Hit me up, guys.
oh, shout out to our girl Winnie across the pond.
Hi, Wendy. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Somebody said 3 hours of sleep is normal for me. Yo, welcome to the club.
Yeah, right? Yeah, see, that's norm, man. That's
If it works out for me, yeah.
yeah.
Also, shout out to Megan, who I met yesterday, member of the Starmy.
Oh, cool.
I was waiting for Chrissy. Chrissy had this giant purse, and we got there, and they're like, ma'am, you cannot have a purse that large in this venue. And I was like, oh.
What, are they scared that she was sneaking stuff
I
in?
don't even know. So, like, she had to walk it back to the car.
Ah.
And I'm like, well, I can go. She's like, no, you go inside, because I had wanted to see one of the earlier acts. And I went in because the doors were at 6:30. Nobody started playing until like 7:30-ish. Almost. Yeah. It was.
Wow.
It was like, what is happening? I'm old. So I'm standing there on my phone watching Monday Night Football because the Buccaneers were playing.
Did they win?
And a lovely person named Megan walked up and said, my daughter and I love your show.
You're like, hold on a
Can I
second.
take a...
Hold on.
I was seriously like, I'm sorry, I'm watching football.
Of course. You didn't do that, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I mean, I did to be funny, and then we took a picture.
Oh.
So the Buccaneers did not win.
Oh, that's too bad.
They lost 30-27, but they were getting smoked, I think, 30-10 at one point. And they came all the way back, but just came up a little short, which is going to be interesting. Fitzpatrick threw for 400 yards last night and became the first NFL quarterback in the history of the NFL to throw over 400 yards in 3 games in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
So, but he also threw 3 picks last night, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to let him keep that starting job or they're going to give it over to Jameis Winston, but
Tell me
what
more.
else?
Just tell me more about football.
Okay, well, I brought my Raiders hat today, even
Yeah,
though I
you
wanted
did.
to
Why aren't
wear
you
my
wearing
Bucks
it?
hat
Why-
after that.
Just holding it today?
Just wanted to hold it
Okay. That's cool, man.
next to my legacy shirt.
You guys can chime in and be a part of the show. Phone lines are open. 505-338-3700. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. And you can text into the show. What's the number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Dento wanted to know if the Sauna Project is on YouTube. He thought we were documenting the construction of it. You know what the funny thing is? So, for those who don't know, Dex and I, we have some really good friends who were like, let's do a YouTube channel. And we're like,
Call them investors.
investors.
Okay.
We have some really good investor friends. who have a real, actual production company and wanted to make something. And so we're like, oh, well, you threw out your amazing sauna idea, and we were just thinking, oh, that'd be fun. That'd be cute.
Appreciate that.
And then next thing you know, they're like, guys, the sauna will be here on Friday.
Yep.
And we're like, oh my gosh, you bought a sauna?
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing this YouTube thing called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And we were thinking, oh, dude, we're going to film it. We're going to document the building of the sauna. This is going to be hilarious. It's going to take forever. And then 10 minutes later, we're like, well, we're done.
Yeah, it was funny. It's just snapped together. It latched together.
It was like Legos.
I thought it was going to be a whole weekend project of just hours of construction, and it seriously took us an hour to latch it together, which
Maybe
is
an hour.
perfect because that's kind of why we got the saunas, so we could break it down,
Yeah.
or we want to be able to travel with it.
I was on my phone like, hold on, guys. I just got to, hold on real quick. I got to play this video game.
Yeah,
Just
he's playing a
some
stupid
Marvel.
video game.
Tuka-tuka-tuka-tuka-tuka.
Steve-O,
And
can
they're
you
like,
hand me
Huh?
the door?
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah, okay.
pause. Hold on. I'm sorry. What did you need? Okay, hold on. Let me just finish this fight real quick, and then I'll help you. And then I looked up, and it was like, it's built.
Yeah,
You did it.
it's built.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, we posted some stories on our Instagram page, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, but you can't see them now. But hey, just hold your horses. We'll have
Hold it.
have some stuff going for you very soon. We're booking interviews, and we don't really know exactly when we'll launch our first episode, but we'll let you know. You know, go follow us on Instagram and Facebook, so you can get the updates. Don't sweat the small stuff. But yeah, it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be something that you guys have never seen before. Yeah.
I'm looking up "Hold Your Horses" because I hadn't heard that in a while.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder where that came from.
Where did that come from?
Well, in Book 23 of the Iliad, Homer writes, "Hold your horses," when referring to Antilochitas. Antilochitas.
Antilocitas?
In Greek mythology, Antilochus was the son of Nestor,
Is
king
that a
of
spell?
Pylos. Antilochus!
Whoa!
Yeah. He was driving like a maniac in a chariot race that Achilles initiates in the funeral games for Patroclus.
It's like watching a horse try to eat with a fork.
And he yells, "Hold your horses."
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. During the noise of battle, a Roman soldier would hold his horse so that it wouldn't spook. A 19th century USA origin where it was written as "hold your hosses," which is a U.S. slang term for horses back in
Is that
the
what they
19th
say?
century.
They call people hoss? Hey, hoss.
I guess so. Hoss was, yeah.
the desert on a horse with no name.
Yep.
I say la 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 la.
So there you go.
La.
I guess it literally just means to wait, to stay.
Hold your horses.
Cool your jets, bruh.
Cool your jets.
Where did that come
Pump
from? No,
the
I don't know.
brakes.
Yeah.
I
just I'm always curious when somebody says like in some random idiom that
Jeez Louise. Look that one up. What does that one mean? Jeez Louise. It's just because it
that was
rhymes?
somebody's Aunt Louise.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. Hey, that rhymes. We should start using this in America.
Yeah. I guess growing up, my family must have just said all these things because I'm like the guy that says all these weird phrases.
Yeah.
I grew up with it, guys.
Rebecca says hold your horses means to be stable. Hi, Rebecca.
Who's that?
Yeah, back out in Nebraska, Wyoming, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, our radio friend.
Yes.
She hit me up a few days ago and said some very nice things about her visit with us. So
That's cool.
it was really encouraging.
She hit me up too. Did you get
Oh, she hit you up too?
Yeah, did you get the
Oh.
card that she sent?
Yeah, the money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that too. All of
Uh-huh.
it. Oh, so great of
Yeah.
her.
And the gift
to
cards?
just- oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I didn't get any of that either.
Didn't get that.
Yeah. Anyways, we got a big show today. I have a question for you coming up. Let's say Cliffs was holding a contest.
Okay.
We're talking about Cliffs amusement park here in
The
Calgary.
local amusement park in Albuquerque.
Let's say they were holding the contest
Okay.
where people spend 30 hours in a coffin. What kind of prize would you expect? Maybe a new car? Like,
Oh, no, I want them to pay for my funeral expenses. Boom!
No.
If I'm going to spend 30 hours in a coffin, it better be like, hey, we're going to totally take care of your funeral expenses.
you're not going to die, okay?
Yeah,
it's
I
30
know.
hours.
No, but I mean, like, that's expensive, yo.
So basically, it's when you die in the future, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, to help my family. That's thousands of dollars.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
That's a good prize, jerk.
You know what?
I'm just going along
So
with
you'd
the
spend 30
hiding
hours in a coffin for that prize?
Oh, gosh.
See, I mean, that's very unselfish of you. Because, when you're dead,
Yeah, it's not going to matter to me, but you want to take care of that ahead of time, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I mean,
I'd kick it in a coffin
I don't
for
know
30 hours.
I don't
if
think
they
I
took care of
would.
my
No, I don't think I would do that. I mean, I was thinking like a car,
It's about the same price.
I mean,
Just helping
maybe.
my
Is it
family out.
really that expensive?
Yeah, dude.
Probably
have you
depends on the
never-
type of. You know what? Just bury me. Wrap me up and.
Bury me. Wait, wrong song.
Put me in a cardboard box and bury me 10 feet under. Why'd I have to be in an expensive
10
coffin?
feet.
Yeah, it's 10 feet, isn't it?
6 feet.
10 feet. If
6
you're in
feet
a
under.
cardboard box, it's 10 feet. Okay.
Wendy says she'd do it for at least 10 million pounds.
10 million pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, 30 hours, and this is the creepiest question you've ever
Well,
asked me. Where does this
I'm
come
asking this because Six Flags is holding a contest where people spend 30 hours in a coffin.
from?
And wait till you hear what.
Lifetime tickets to Six Flags.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. I mean, sure. I mean, wait till you hear some of the prizes that they're giving out for 30 hours in a coffin. Think about that.
No.
30 hours in a coffin.
I'm with Paul. I'm so claustrophobic.
That's over a day.
And how do you? Can you?
It's a day and
is there
6
a
hours.
clock? Like, do you know how long time is? Because man,
Oh my
you're
gosh.
like locked in there.
Would
and
you
just
want a
going,
clock? I don't know if I'd want a clock.
I don't know.
Because if you constantly are staring at the time, it
That's
goes
true.
by slower.
That's so true.
But then it might be one of those things where 10 minutes goes by and you're like, oh, had to have been 3 hours. I've been in here for 3 hours and it's been 10 minutes.
Rebecca says 30 hours in a coffin. How stiff would you be after that? Think about that.
I thought that was a joke.
Dead body, stiff.
Is that a joke?
Well, yeah, it's like a stiff.
Okay, that one.
She might have. I mean,
terrible.
that's still practical too. That you probably would be. And Kim chimed in to say, yeah, it's about $10,000 to $15,000 these days. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I went big with my gift.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Paul says I'm claustrophobic, and if somebody locked me in a coffin for 30 hours, they better not be around when I get out.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding, right? We'll go over the top 10 signs you have a well-rounded life.
I love that.
I haven't seen any of these, and I'm hoping that I can say I have a well-rounded life.
Okay.
I don't think I do at all. I mean, I know I don't, but we're going to find out.
So, by the way, Matthew in St. Louis chimed in because he lives in St. Louis. Six Flags is doing that in St. Louis.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the story came from.
Yeah.
Don't you no spoils, okay?
Well, here's a mild spoiler. You get out every hour for 6 minutes. You get a 6-minute break every hour. That just cheapened this whole thing to me. Is that in the story? Did they tell you that? Did you get out every hour? You get out for 6 minutes?
Yep, it does say that in the story. It really does. No spoils, okay? No spoils.
No spoilers.
No spoils.
No spoilers.
What else we got on the show? It's National One Hit Wonder Day.
Oh!
Maybe we'll go over some of those. Your favorite one-hit wonders. More on the NFL, roughing the passer. William Hayes of the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
He's kind of upset with this whole new roughing the passer rule because he just got injured because he followed the rules.
Yep.
And he's a little upset.
I saw this.
He tore his ACL.
Yeah, just a little season-ending injury.
But let's go downhill.
Poor dude. Poor dude.
Yep.
All right, let's take a quick break, guys. You guys can be a part of the show. 505-338-3700. Give us a call. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. And text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Also have the saddest story you'll ever hear in your entire life.
I doubt that.
So,
I doubt that.
yeah, we're going to get real today, guys. Why not?
I'm so lonely.
Yeah, you're not alone, Lee. What?
Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Guys, hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Slater Transfer and Storage is a Star 88 power partner. Slater Transfer and Storage has been family-owned for more than 30 years. They're an Atlas Interstate agent and are certified by the American Moving and Storage Association, moving locally, long-distance, corporate, or even international, and providing local storage. Slater Transfer and Storage is located at 6900 Washington Street in Albuquerque, on the phone at 505-345-8841, and on the web at atlasalb.com.
Doubt is often seen as the enemy of the walk of faith. Pastor Greg Laurie says it may be more like the path we take to get there. Doubt may mean we're asking questions. This week on A New Beginning, we'll learn to acknowledge the benefit of the doubt as we consider the life of John the Baptist. Tune in this week for A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. Here's a quote from Adrian Rogers. God grades on the cross, not on a curve. A Star 88 solar flare. Star PowerPoint from Billy Graham.
We're just going to shut up and let him preach it.
I read about a Roman slave girl who was given her freedom. And the girl jumps on the ground and says, "You've redeemed me and I will serve you faithfully the rest of my life." Fallen men and women are on the auction block with no one to redeem us. We're lost. We're lost. We're going to judgment in hell. What are we going to do? That's where Jesus Christ came and died and shed his blood and gave his blood to pay for our sins and to redeem us. And if you are not under the blood, you're not going to go to heaven. You must be under the blood. You must be under the blood. Are you sure that that experience has been yours? You have to repent of sin and receive Christ into your own heart.
Star 88, Star PowerPoint.
Good morning.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I had a question for you, just so I don't forget.
No.
Because ever since you played your Amberlin show, I've been thinking about this.
It wasn't an Amberlin show,
Sorry,
first
my
of
bad.
all.
One of the best things that I love about watching you perform, and I haven't been able to see this in a while, because let's face it, I mean, you do worship here at church.
His off-rhythm jumping.
What?
Huh? What?
Okay. It's a different experience when you are in the band, you know what I'm saying? Because you are, okay, oh, all right, hello? Steven, are you there? Hello? Steven? You seem to have gotten cut off.
Maybe he was off-put by my off-rhythm jumping.
Guys, I'm in the mountains. I'm heading to Fenton Lake.
I didn't get to finish my question. We seem to have gotten cut off. So anyways, let me start over, okay?
I am literally in the mountains.
Well, I know. Okay. So when I was watching you at Isotopes Park, you were
taking so long.
You were like the Rolling Stones. You were like Mick Jagger up there, man. You were going crazy. You were running around. You were jumping. So how many times have you tripped over your career? Give me just a couple times that you've tripped and it was really embarrassing. Go ahead.
I think we lost him.
Steven.
Steven!
We seem to have gotten cut off again.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
No.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
The fate of the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein very much in the air.
That's after reports that Rosenstein was at the White House to either resign or get fired.
Now we know that the president's going to talk with him on Thursday.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, he vowed he would not back down after a second woman came forward to accuse him of sexual misconduct in the 1980s.
I'm not going to let false accusations drive us out of this process.
For the once beloved Bill Cosby, prison could be his next act. Prosecutors asked the judge to sentence the 81-year-old to 5 to 10 years behind bars.
An Indiana school bus driver was arrested for allegedly allowing students to drive.
Congress is now considering ordering the FAA to set minimum legroom and seat size standards.
18-year-old Aldi Novell Adelang was rescued after a storm sent his wooden fishing raft adrift for 49 days.
A huge day for Scrabble players. 300 new words have been approved by Hasbro, which makes the game. And players love two-letter words, so OK can just be OK, played, and also you, just EW.
Hi. What's going on, Starmy? Welcome to the show, live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. I'm sure you guys are trying to get woke. We're at the Lauryn Hill show last night. Hard to get out there and go to concerts. Tell you what, especially on a school night, right? Phone lines are open 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. You can call us. Love hearing your voices. You guys have beautiful voices. You guys are so funny. You can also chime in Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM, and you can text in. What's the number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Are you lonesome lonesome
Oh, man.
I'm so lonely, guys. Can I confess some things?
You can't mock this.
I'm not mocking it. I'm alone. Bill Peterson just isn't filling that void anymore. He leaves all the time now. You know, I was looking forward to eating Coney dogs last night because apparently the Coney dog in Michigan is the dog of dogs. The dog of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You've even ate one before and said it. Oh, yeah, it's the dog of dogs.
I haven't eaten one before.
Yeah, guess what?
I've eaten 14.
I came out of my room
Mm-hmm.
thinking dinner would be served.
Yeah.
The Coney dogs would be ready for
Consumption.
consumption.
Nice.
There was no Coney dogs last night.
What?
Are you lonely?
Okay. They're still frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take like a week to have them thaw out. I was so lonely and disappointed. So I just went back to my room and just laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. Talk to me about loneliness.
Sadly, you're not alone.
Really?
In your loneliness? Is that ironical?
Huh, really? Make me feel better.
Research published earlier this year found that people 18 to 22 years old were more likely than any other U.S. population to be lonely.
Really?
However, new data suggests loneliness is on the rise. Just waiting. I knew you were going to do something.
Montage time.
More than a third of adults over 45 years old considered themselves lonely, according to...
Leave Brittany alone!
Yeah, okay. 35% of people in this report said they were lonely.
Hey there, lonely girl.
That's right.
Lonely.
You're a real lone wolf, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the crazy thing. The percentage, 35%, remains unchanged from a 2010 version of the survey. However, the over 45 population increased substantially during the last 8 years, meaning about 5 million more adults, almost 48 million in total, according to this survey, are lonely.
For as long as I live, there will always be a place to belong here beside me.
I don't know this
and
one at all.
running so, baby, you only.
Oh, here it is right here, guys. Here's the lonely.
And I promise you now, you won't ever be lonely.
I'm like, what is this terrible
I could have cut that
song?
up a little
You
more.
really
I could have chopped that up a little more. My bad.
Given us to make
Let me edit
like
that.
3 seconds.
Let me edit that.
Oh, man.
It's such a great song, though. Are you alone right now, Starmy? Are you lonely? Do you need a hug?
Good morning.
Hello. It's because of the cell phones.
Oh.
Because they get on social media and they sit there all day and they don't go out, so they have no friends.
Here's the problem.
If those kids would just get off the cell phone,
You're so
I
old.
think they'd find a lot more friends.
Well, sir, really, 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 really ridiculously old man. I think part of the problem for your loneliness is that you don't invest in wise things like fantasy football research, for instance. I think if you had just devoted a little more time to fantasy football research, you might not have been smoked by over 100 points this week in fantasy football. Take that, Steven!
Who?
What?
Well,
yeah.
how did you even do that? How did you do that?
How did I?
That's
Because
not even.
How did I smoke you,
Who
or
is
how did
this?
I know it was you trying to be
how
an
did you
old
know
person?
it was me? I thought that was so good. I thought I had you. Oh,
You,
man.
sir,
That was all I had. That's
you
all I
will
got.
never
get.
get me. You will never,
Dex was all into
ever
it.
get
Yeah,
me.
man. Yeah, I was into it. I really thought you were an old man. You played it off
Stop
real
it
nice.
right now.
Real nice.
You didn't know it was Steven?
Hey, question for you. Question for you.
Yes.
When was the last time you were lonely?
Oh, man. Jeez.
That's a serious
Well, I mean-
question.
Are you lonely right now?
Yeah.
Have you ever wrote about being lonely?
Yes. Only the Lonely Know. I wrote that.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
But for real, I think there's different types of loneliness. I think, there's missing, like, you could be in a sea of people and still be lonely. Like,
Yep.
I mean, I was on a tour for months at a time, and I in no way, shape, or form wanted to share the memory of seeing the Great Wall of China with stinky dudes. So I was quite, because, we tour Paris, and I would just be sitting in my bunk like, this is pointless.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if you don't have somebody to share it with that you love, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. If you have a big mansion, you have the nice cars, but have nobody to share it with, what's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point?
I mean, I keep asking myself if our hands were meant to be. I mean, I know this town is busy, but I live on Public Street,
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
That's the name of your street?
Yeah. I mean, we could get out of here.
You want to leave now?
I mean, if only for tonight.
Oh, well, I mean, we have to be back tomorrow. It's Wednesday.
Like ride some Rolling Stone that's like, I don't know, forced to waste your life.
Wait, what?
So.
What are you?
Never mind. Only the lonely know.
Is that Billy Joel?
Only the lonely know.
Oh, my God.
It's Amberlin, you
know.
When you have people read back your own lyrics, it
weird.
You feel like you could have done better.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you'd feel more like powerful. Like if I heard somebody like, yeah, like, oh man, I.
Well, when he.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, when he read that, it sounded like a 11-year-old, quite lonely.
It rhymed though, but it rhymed.
Exactly.
Totally rhymed.
11-year-old.
That was really great, Dr.
Hey,
Seuss.
let me ask you another question.
No, I want to talk to him about the fact that I beat him by over 100 points in fantasy football.
Nobody cares.
That's not a joke.
Cares.
Nobody cares.
Over
Nobody's
100
playing fantasy
points.
football.
No.
Are you really excited for the interview that's coming up in the dry sauna?
I cannot wait. Sheila Easton is my favorite.
No, she's.
What?
Did you promise Sheila Easton's going to be in the dry sauna? No, it's just the three of us, man.
Yeah.
In the sauna.
Next to your horses.
In towels.
Yep.
So.
Yep,
just
in the corral.
Right.
At the
just
ranch.
Us.
Right.
Yep.
Just us.
Yep, just us at the ranch, at the Christian ranch. It's going to be great,
I'm
man.
excited.
Have you ever
Okay.
you've never been a part of anything like this before, right? I mean, this is going to be so awesome. I can't even begin to tell you guys how great this is going to be. We're going to sweat. We're going to sweat the small things.
Wait, you said you can't even begin to tell us, so stop talking.
Okay, I won't say anymore.
And you just told us everything.
You know what?
I mean, that's apparently a sauna on my farm.
Yeah.
Shh, Christian. Shh, Christian.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Love you, man.
Cool, man. So,
All right.
we're talking
Love
about
you.
this, and- all right.
See you, man.
Okay.
Hope to run
All
into you
right.
one of
All
these
right.
days.
Well,
Goodbye. Maybe you could come
someday.
in.
Love
Okay,
you.
bye-bye now.
Love you.
See ya.
Over
Christian.
100 points.
It means nothing. Now
man.
take it. Let's talk about loneliness again, okay? I'm so lonely. You have not filled my void yet.
Steven is lonely in last place in our fantasy football league. I beat him 136 to 30. It was the worst whooping of his entire fantasy football career. I just wanted to point that out before we move on.
You're going to get a whooping if you don't make me feel better.
Okay.
What?
Well, more than a third of adults are lonely. In new research, they questioned over 3,000 human beings on the UCLA loneliness scale.
I just want to be happy.
We need to take this UCLA loneliness
I
scale.
hate these stupid
It's
quizzes.
a 20-item survey
surveys?
Designed to measure social connection and loneliness. They also had to answer questions about their health, lifestyle, socioeconomic profile, social networking, stuff like that.
But let's go down here.
Yeah, dude. The report found that people who were physically isolated and had small social networks were the most likely to be lonely.
Yeah. There's a show called Alone.
Yeah.
It's a reality show where they take these contestants and they make them go out into the wilderness alone.
Yeah, yeah.
They're in charge. There's no camera people around them. They're in charge of filming and documenting their time out there. And every person, and it usually happens after like 4 or 5 days,
yeah,
they start to break down because of the loneliness. Because God made us to be in community, community with each other.
Yeah.
And when you take that away and you isolate yourself, that's when you start going crazy.
You need to give yourself the ding, 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 ding. Because here's the thing. According to this report in Time Magazine, those who had, a large social group or a diverse group of friends were least likely to be lonely. And the number one thing in this, involvement in community with family members, with neighbors, or with a religious group.
Oh.
So, you're not wrong that God created us to be in communion with one another. Just saying. Just saying.
Yes, I'm on
When I'm on my way back home. Nailed it. Woo! Good mental and physical health were also associated with lower levels of loneliness. So, I mean, that's not surprising since loneliness and social isolation are linked to like a range of health issues. So here's the thing, guys. If you're feeling lonely, get your butt to church. That's basically what the study says.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Get into a community group, a small group.
Yeah. Yeah, frequent contact with friends, neighbors, family members, involvement in the community with religious groups. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, a
That's
small
what it
group,
says.
a community group, most churches now have these little small groups where you find, usually it's in your neck of the woods where you live, part of the city, west side, east side, they'll have groups you can find. And you go and check them out and you meet these people that are just going through life that want to connect and want to find fellowship. And man, I'm telling you, there was times when I was either leading a small group or was a part of one, and man, I grew so much because I am the type of person that isolates himself a lot, and I need to be put into those situations where I can be stretched and I can grow and I can laugh and have people just have that friendship, man. I need that. I need that in my life. I need more of that. You want to be that person for me?
I mean, I feel like I am that person.
No, you've been slacking lately.
Oh, dang.
Good morning.
You say, I came out of my bedroom and was expecting dinner.
Yeah.
Right there. That phrase right there. It's like, are you kidding me? You think I'm going to roll out the coney sauce without the pomp and circumstance and having the Jeters there to be part of the ceremony?
I mean, we have to share the
I mean,
conies?
it's all about Dex. It's always all about Dex.
I just want dinner,
I'm an
man.
Uber driver. Love you, man.
I hate that, man. Just kidding. I love you so much. I love you.
That's fantastic. Yep.
Love you so much.
You need to get out of your room, man.
I know. Well, I tried. I tried the coney dogs.
Yep.
No coney dogs,
No
man.
coney dogs.
Just hard as a rock. It's just frozen. Unbelievable.
It's going to be okay, though. It's going to be okay.
So, Starmy, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How did you break the loneliness? What was it, man? What was it for you? Did you find yourself a small group, connection group? What was it, man? Do you have to force yourself to get up and get out of the house? What works, man?
Well, the survey suggests that loneliness isn't caused by one single event. So even people who suffered like the death of a spouse improved their social health by taking cues from people around them and not allowing themselves to become, quote, chronically lonely. So you just got to get out.
Yeah.
So people deal with fleeting feelings of loneliness. I feel lonely.
You
There are
do?
times where-
You
dude,
feel
yeah.
lonely, dude?
It gets lonely. Are you kidding me? But they say talking, going out with a loved one, like even just one-on-one. Yeah. It can cure it, bro.
I know. Seriously. I've kind of always been that type of person that I like to be alone, but at the same time, I need people. Yeah. I need them. Because once I force myself to leave my room or the house and just break that isolation, I always feel so much better. I'm so glad that I did it. Yeah. You know, it's almost like when you work out. You hate doing it, but once you're either in the middle of it or it's over with. You're like, gosh, I'm so glad I did that. It feels so much better. My heart feels just so much better.
Yeah. See, like this Starmy member who clearly is very lonely and just wanted to connect with me. Steve-O, who is on your fantasy team? I also beat my opponent by over 100 points. Oh, we're back to that. I didn't mean to get there, but I'll tell you.
You know what? Cut his mic.
What? Aaron Rodgers, Saquon Barkley, Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans,
They're
Brandon
all lonely.
Cooks, Adrian Peterson. I got Philly's defense. I had Jordy Nelson on my bench. He had 26 points. And Jared Goff, my backup quarterback, had more points than Aaron Rodgers.
You know what? Get out of here.
Just saying. I got Philly's D. Didn't do well for them last week. But didn't do well for them this week either. They're actually
Coming to a theater.
Okay, that wasn't anything. Sorry. I thought that was a different thing.
Somebody said exercise and listening to the morning invasion makes it happen for my loneliness.
That's cool, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's important, guys.
It is important, man. It's important to get out of our little nests, is what I call it. These little nests that we build.
Our boy Caleb is a truck driver, and he chimes in regularly from
so
whatever
alone.
city.
He's gotta
and
be
that's
so
what people
alone.
are saying. So they're like, you need a puppy.
Ooh, a puppy. Good call, right? I think that's a good call. Get a pet to take care of.
A pet?
Yeah, man.
Gosh, they're obnoxious, though. Rocket? Obnoxious.
Well, get a non-obnoxious dog. They exist.
I don't know if that's the thing.
No, they exist.
Okay.
All right. If you get a big dog that like rarely gets up and moves,
Yeah.
you know, that's what I want. I want a big dog.
Yeah.
I want a Newfoundland.
Yeah.
They rarely get up. They just sit there. I just
A
want to snuggle.
Newfoundland.
What? Huh?
I just want to be happy.
Let's take a break, guys. Let's do this. Big show today. Don't be lonely. Coming up. Top 10 signs you have a well-rounded life. We're going to find out. Also, Six Flags holding a contest where people spend 30 hours in a coffin. Would you do it? And what's the prize? If I'm going to spend 30 hours in a coffin, it better be like a gazillion bucks.
Can I also say I've got a little something because a Christian artist did something that no one in the Christian genre has done. And I'm pretty stoked because no, it's not like who you're thinking. It's like, oh, the Newsboys or Chris Tomlin or... I'm stoked that Christian music is starting to sound better.
Yeah?
After all
I don't
this
know.
time.
Let me be the judge of that. Can't wait
Yeah.
to find out who it is. Stephen Christian?
No.
This new album's selling like hotcakes, man. All right, we're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hanging out on Facebook and YouTube. Chime in, guys. We'll be right back. Hang out.
Ever feel stuck in a rut? No matter how hard you try, nothing seems to change. Well, James McDonald wants you to break the cycle of defeat, so listen up.
Here's some things you could put in writing. Kathy and I have rules for fair fighting. We don't check them anymore. We got to memorize. But when our marriage started, we wrote them down. You can't attack the person. You can only attack the problem. Was one of them. Another one of them is you can't bring up the past. We already dealt with that. I used to get busted on both those. And I had to bow because we had the agreement in writing. On a sunny day, we said, on a cloudy day, we'll handle it like this. Get it in writing.
Nothing will accelerate your spiritual growth any faster than spending time in God's Word. For audio and print resources designed to reignite your passion for the truth, go to jamesmcdonald.com.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
Let me tell you why sheep need shepherds. Sheep need shepherds because sheep are among the dumbest, most stupid, among the most ignorant of all of God's creation. I was talking to a gentleman one day who runs a sheep farm. And he was telling me how utterly stupid sheep are. He was explaining to me that one sheep will begin going and walking around in a circle. The other sheep will follow it. The leader is going nowhere, and the followers are going nowhere. Everybody thinking they're going somewhere.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Shoot from the hip. Okay. Hello, I am a millennial in my home studio, watching YouTube videos. I grew up on Legos, Lunchables, and Legos. Not to brag, but participation trophies, yeah, I got those. That was years ago, 3 past 2-0, be a degree, yo. Still feel like a Nino. Mama called me kiddo when I was eating Cheerios. I still eat cereal, but I am an adult. Here's the dealio. I'm grown up, but what's up with all the responsibility? I'm worried if I work in my stifle my creativity. I'm busy making my feet on this so pleasing aesthetically, and somehow I get blamed for the death of the napkin industry. No one told me real life is such a mess. Why nobody tell me that I ain't the best? All of a sudden, everybody's unimpressed. I play it cool, but homie, all I do is guess I shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue, so you know I just shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue. Shoot. I'ma make it up as I go. I'm a PBS kid that got grown. Hold up, where did my summer break go? Somebody, anybody tell me what I need to know. Wait, I gotta pay student loans? Oh, pay my own bill from my phone? Oh, come up with rent on my own? Oh, any chance I could leave this alone? Oh, I don't think I took a class for this. All my friends are baristas and activists. Never took a test or checked off a list to be a grown-up. I just took a shot and missed. And now I'm stuck in the middle feeling weird. I'm like a kid but can kinda grow a beard. But I don't wanna work if it ain't my dream career. I am pseudo-independent, I don't need a puppeteer. Shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue, so you know I just shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue. Shoot. My generation get a lot of hate for our Snapchat selfies and swipe right dates. No ambition, they say. No conviction, they say. Got no vision, they say. Want by prediction, okay. Like it or not, we all you got, so homie, get it through your brain. I think everyone's opinions need to take a little break. No matter what you say, no matter who you're trying to blame. Millennials will run the whole world someday. We are not the worst generation ever. When did we start any world wars? Never. What kind of standard are you even trying to measure? We own the internet, and our music ain't clever. Growing up is hard enough without your guilt trips. We don't gotta be the same as you to get it. I know it might seem like we don't always have a grip, but it don't matter, cause we know how to shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue, so you know I just shoot from the hip, shoot from the hip. All I do is shoot from the hip. I got no idea, got no clue. Shoot.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hello?
Boom. Knighted.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Annihilation.
What are you talking about?
Because I can't pick what you're picking.
Okay, what are you talking about?
Okay, wait. Paper, rock, scissors?
Who is this?
Wait. But which one do you think's gonna win?
Well, how about you hang up the phone?
More like lame night, am I right?
Who this is?
Hey, 10 minutes later. Still love you though, Snap. My first love.
Alright, well look here, you might as well hang up the phone.
You can't call the movie!
Hello?
You can't change the game!
No, you have the wrong number.
I know Winchester's gonna be first.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I see through your eyes. You breathe with my lungs. I strain with your ears.
the sun. Blessed with your hand, pray on my knees. It's my blood in your veins, in your heart, it's beating in me. Finally, when will it be enough? To find there's no them, there is only us. It's only us. I strike with your fist, you shoot with my gun. We spit in your face with my mouth, curse me with your tongue. We cast us aside, we silence our pleas. The system that terrifies you should terrify me. Finally, when will it be enough? To find there's no them, there is only us. Finally, when will it be enough? To find there's no them, there is only us. There's only burning our stakes, we're down by our swords, we're choking our trenches, we're drowning our wars, we're locked in our chains, though we long to be free. We're keeping the walls till it's too hard to see. We are one with everything. We are one, but it's so hard to see. Finally, when will it be enough? Find there's no them, there is only us. Finally, when will it be enough? Find there's no them, there is only us. There's only us.
Time to get out of bed. Time to get out of bed now. Wake up, wake up, wake up now.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
I was making poor decisions on my own.
Why do so many women talk like that with the grind at the end? What if men talk like that? What if men talk like that? How's your day going? Okay, I guess.
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Am I right?
It's true.
Hi, guys. It's Brad. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Dex, Steve-O, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. You can download the show, guys. Download the show. iTunes. Also, if you have a smartphone, download the Star 88 app and stream us live or get us on demand. And trying to reach that 5,000 downloads. Pizza party. Throw a little pizza party. Yeah, free pizza when we reach 5,000. All right. Do you want to... We'll do your quick story, and then we'll jump in and do the coffin Six Flags story.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead,
is
man.
crazy, dude. Okay, well, I teased this before the break. I mean, you're looking at the Billboard Top 200, and there's this dude. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name's Paul McCartney.
No.
Ever heard of Paul McCartney?
He's in the Rolling Stones, right?
Close.
You too?
He easily
Def
took
Leppard?
the top spot on the Billboard 200 this week when his new album, Egypt Station, blew up, yo. Number 2, Eminem's new album. But here's the crazy thing. Just under those 2 albums, you know, Paul McCartney and Eminem, 2 of the biggest forces in the music industry still. Seriously. You won't see Drake or Ariana Grande.
Really?
No Post Malone. Not even Mac Miller, who passed away.
Aw,
Like you would
what?
think, you know what I mean? When an
Nah.
artist passes away, sometimes it's
Yeah, but he really wasn't at the top of his game.
like, okay. What about Travis Scott or Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, you know what? I
what I'm
would expect an artist of that caliber to be up there, right?
So when you're looking at the album charts and you see all these incredibly monstrous names in the music industry, and then you look at number 3 and ahead of all of those artists I just named, minus Paul McCartney and Eminem.
Amy Grant, is she back on top?
Not Amy Grant. You will also not find Toby Mac. You will not find Mercy Me or Casting Crowns.
Really?
Or the Newsboys. You will find
Petra? They back on?
a dope
Striper?
singer named Lauren Daigle.
You say I'm loved when
Dude.
I can't feel a thing. You
This girl is
say
27 years old, and she is crushing it.
This song makes me cry every
I
time.
know, right? I'm like, why did you pick this song? Why did you pick this
Because
one?
it's got 25 million views, that's why.
Exactly. Did you hear that? 25 million views. Lauren Daigle popped into the Billboard 200 this week at number 3, behind Paul McCartney and Eminem. She is crushing it, and it makes me so happy because, you know, when you think the Christian music industry, we're playing some good stuff, but it doesn't sound like that. So
pretty good, man.
Lauren Daigle's got a new record called Look Up Child, which set the record for biggest Christian music album of 2018 in any way over the course of the year. Also, largest traditional sales for any Christian album in 9 years, and the biggest sales week for a Christian female in over 20 years.
She's a beautiful woman.
Just saying.
She crosses over, right?
I'd say so. Her first album went platinum.
Yeah.
And of course, this new album is already debuting high on the charts. And she said, I'm inspired to see music continue to cross-pollinate through genres. I'm incredibly grateful for how well people have connected with Look Up Child, end quote. And so here's the thing, man. Its success kind of highlights something. Christian music in America, what do people want to hear? Like, what is the sound that they're looking for? Lauren Daigle would not be the name that you would probably drop if you're doing like some kind of trivia for like Christian music, successful Christian music.
Lauren
but
Daigle.
She's crushing everything.
This one's got 68 million views.
Yeah, dude. And immediately just talking about her, people are losing their minds on the live line. Yes, love her. She's incredible. So, yeah. Yep. So somebody else said I thought that was Adele. Honestly,
You know what? I did too. It
Yeah.
sounds a lot like Adele.
Maybe
people are confused.
Yeah. Dude, she's coming in February, by the way. Lauren Daigle is going to be here in February, and I am stoked.
Yeah, you're going to go to that show.
Yeah. Another dope artist, Rosalind, named Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly is killing it right now. She just did the national anthem with Boys to Men to kick off the football season.
Did she really?
Or she didn't do the national anthem. They did halftime show.
She an American Idol girl?
It was like, I honestly don't even know where she came from, but she's just like crushing it right now.
Oh, you don't worry about a thing.
Well, that's from the movie Sing.
Everybody's got a
Yep.
thing, but some don't know how to handle it.
Sing it, Tori.
Always reaching out in vain.
Well, here's the question. Rap and R&B have become the leading genre of music consumption in America. #1 genre, which is crazy to me when you look at the charts. That still kind of has like that vibe. Lauren Daigle's kind of soulful. I mean, last night I was at Lauryn Hill. watching her throw down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, Tori Kelly was
is it
American
something
Idol.
about that like rap, like R&B genre that finally is kind of people are latching onto rather than say the country vibe? Because when I think mainstream Christian music, unfortunately, the first thing I think of is that
Really?
like Nashville sound that was kind of prominent for a while.
Like the Kelly Picklers.
But if you're looking at the landscape of the Christian music industry, it's like, hey, maybe I'll need to take a look at this. Rap and R&B, leading genre of music consumption anywhere in the world, according to Nielsen. Yep.
All right.
Post Malone, probably a big part of that. Taking a look at all of the top artists. I don't even want to mention anymore so that I don't get in trouble. Yeah. Half of the 20 most popular rock songs of 2017 were by bands whose members have espoused the Christian faith, end quote. So, faith is not alienating people in music anymore. I mean, I think of 21 Pilots right away.
Yeah.
And now Lauren Daigle. Congratulations to Lauren, man. She's crushing it. So,
good job.
I
Good
do.
job. Way to go.
Yeah, Kim's like Lecrae, and then love her. Lauren Daigle is great.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. Do you want to hear top 10 signs you have a well-rounded life, or you want to get this Six Flags coffin story out of the way? Because it's crazy.
Somebody just brought up NF, who is crushing the game. right now.
NF?
Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Or we could
Christian
just play
hip-hop artists.
Christian artists.
No,
you know,
no.
we could
well,
montage
but good
it up.
ones. Did you hear all those names? Some good artists in there.
I mean, okay.
Anyway,
I mean,
okay.
that's your thing,
I want to
man.
know about the coffin. That's what I want to know about, because we talked about this in the 6 o'clock hour.
Are you claustrophobic?
And our boy Matthew chimed in from St. Louis. I'm very claustrophobic. So the idea of doing a gimmick like this, freaks me out.
Yeah, I'm pretty claustrophobic too. So I don't know. I don't know if it would any prize. If you said I'll give you $1 million to spend 30 hours in a coffin, I don't know if I could do it for $10 million. But this is kind of a weird little contest they got going on at Six Flags in St. Louis. They're promoting the 30th anniversary of their Halloween Fright Fest this year. 6 people will spend 30 hours in a coffin. And whoever makes it through will win some prizes. Okay, what are we talking about here? What kind of prizes? You could win a whopping $300.
I'm sorry, did you say
$300? Yes. 2 season passes worth a total of $114. And if more than one person makes it, they'll do a random drawing for $300.
Nope.
So they won't even give everyone $300. Of course, when a public company holds a get in a coffin contest, there are going to be a lot of little rules to make it easier on the contestants. The contestants will be able to get out of the coffin for 6 minutes every hour for bathroom breaks and walking around. They can have their phones in the coffins with them and charge during breaks. And they can have friends hang out during the day.
Nope.
You know what? But the whole FaceTime thing.
Yeah, but is there a way to like?
That might be up. You know what?
How stuffy is it in there?
Yeah,
I mean,
those
like-
coffins look comfy though, man. Some of those coffins.
I mean,
you know.
Okay, 30 hours of your life, $300. Like, think about
That's a day
this.
and 6 hours, guys.
Time
That's not
is
a,
money. You're gonna waste
whole lot.
30 hours of your life.
Yeah, for a whopping like a possibility of $300 or 2 season passes. Really? And you know people are going to be lining up to do this. There's sick people out there that would love to do something like this. But you know what? If I could, now that reading the rules where, okay, you can get out of the coffin And you can go
30
bathroom,
hours.
you can walk around.
So far, the Star Me, 150 billion% unimpressed.
Yeah, Six Flags. Really? That's it?
Dento said so many unemployed people, though tons of people would be able to do it.
You know what? If you weren't claustrophobic, it seemed like a pretty easy thing to do. I mean, you can have your phone in there. Okay?
Yeah.
I basically lay in a coffin all day in my bedroom, if you think about it. I lay on my bed in my room.
Yeah, but you're not confined into a tiny little box.
That's what I'm saying.
man.
If I wasn't claustrophobic, this would be an
Like-
easy thing to do.
You still move around, though. Like, even.
Not a whole lot.
Like, yesterday, I went home. I knew, hey, we got a concert tonight. I should rest. And instead, my brain started going, is the way I'm going to spin it. Because really, I was trying to take a nap, and everybody kept texting me and calling me. And so I kept waking up.
Why don't you put it on...
Oh, don't you start with me, Chrissy. Oh, sorry. Blacked out for a second. Yes, I know Do Not Disturb is a feature, but what if there was an emergency and you needed
Oh, my
me?
gosh. Seriously, when's the last time you had an emergency?
I don't know.
Okay.
So instead, I found myself watching television, lots of television yesterday afternoon
So
during
you
nap
basically
time.
were like in a coffin.
No, because what I'm getting at is like, I kept getting up. Like the TV would be on, but I'd get up. I'd go into the kitchen. I'd still be watching television as I'm like making something or like sitting at the table eating a bowl of cereal or like whatever it was. Like I'm constantly moving.
Yeah.
I could not.
Yeah, you couldn't sit still.
I
I
couldn't.
can see that. You do, like, you're always fidgeting. You're
I
always
am.
moving.
I'm constantly moving.
Yeah. See, I have no problem with just laying there. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You know what would make that worth it? What would totally make it worth it is if you can keep the coffin. You guys know how expensive those are nowadays?
See, that's what I'm saying. I said that when he teased it in the 6 o'clock hour that like that's what I would want to help my family, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
The all expenses paid funeral when
yes,
you die.
that's it. That's what I want. I would take that. $300, nothing. Thanks for the call.
Nah, coffin's expensive nowadays.
Right? See,
What about
exactly.
getting cremated? Is that like $100
And they
bucks?
do
Like,
look very comfy. Well, I'll get cremated if I'm going to not get a coffin, but if I'm going to get a coffin out of this, that's actually worth it.
all right. I don't know if I want to be in a coffin. You know, I just don't know. Thanks, man.
There we go.
I've always wanted to be cremated,
Yep.
and I want you to carry my ashes everywhere.
See, somebody said I'd just take a sleeping pill and be good to go. No,
Take a sleeping pill.
No, dude.
It'd be
Somebody
annoying
said,
every hour them waking you up, though.
Shoot, Netflix with portable batteries, done.
Come on now.
Somebody else said 6 minutes will not charge your phone. You eventually won't be able to use that. Somebody
Yeah,
said,
that's a
I
good
make
call.
$300 a day on a 6-hour shift. No, thank you.
Yeah, the prizes that Six Flags is throwing up there are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's $10 an hour. You're basically getting paid $10 an hour to live in a coffin for 30 hours.
Yeah, and you don't even have a chance to win the grand prize, which is like $300. They have a drawing at the end, and somebody will win the $300.
We got. Oh God, I'm freaking out.
What?
Lord save me.
What happened?
We got
Are you all right?
We got a photo on. Nope.
There's cockroaches.
Yes.
Leeches. What are those?
Stay in this bathroom for 24 hours and get $75 million. What
see,
you doing?
Yeah, see, I could do that. That doesn't bother me at all.
Guys, it's literally a room that is like covered floor to ceiling in cockroaches.
What you do is you smash all of them. Why couldn't you just smash all of them?
No, man.
I mean, there's like 1,000
That
of
ain't
these
it.
cockroaches. Cockroaches don't freak me out. I don't know. I don't understand
you are
why.
out of your mind. I'm like, I can't. I don't even know.
Are
how
you
to-
itchy right now?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, there's one right there.
Stop it. Gosh, you're the worst.
Happy Halloween.
Somebody said, is it a nice coffin, though, or like an 1800 style Wild West one?
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean?
I'm
Like,
pretty sure it's probably a nice, comfy one. That's what I would think.
Stina says, fear of the dark. Nope. Count me out. Not worth it.
Yeah.
Fear of the dark? You are a grown woman.
You are a grown woman.
Fear of the dark?
You'll have your phone. We'll have a little night light in there. Come on. See, I don't know if I'd want... Yeah, I think I would want a light. But if I didn't see that I was in the coffin, maybe it would be a lot better.
I don't think I could. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
$300. They really went cheap on the prizes.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Good job, Six Flags. Yeah, really bad. So you're allowed to get out of the coffin for 6 minutes every hour for a bathroom break.
Well, they do that because people have died in these contests before. You know, I think of, remember, and they still do this contest where the last person touching the vehicle wins the car. So if you take your hand off of the vehicle, you lose. But they give them, I think it's like every hour, hey, bathroom break. So these people are touching touching a car for weeks because they're able to like go and take a break. But before, people were like dying because
so it's
they
like,
weren't going to the bathroom.
That's what most people are asking. Like, how do they breathe? Do they keep the coffin open?
How do they breathe?
or
Come on, they have to have
the lid
a way
open?
for air to get.
Like, how
in
does
there.
this?
There's got to be a way to get air in there.
Nope.
Probably drill a
Pass.
hole in there or something.
Hard pass. Hard pass. $300 for 30 hours.
Well, you said you would do it if your funeral got paid for.
Yeah.
I would do it if they gave me $10 million.
$10 million? Yeah. Okay. You went like next level.
I don't know if I could do it for $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah, after taxes, though, we're talking like $500,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sign me up. I'm like claustrophobic guy. You just changed
Then I'm going to buy a house,
you just upped
and
the
then
game
it's all gone.
to $500,000. I'm doing this thing.
Half a mil?
Yeah. Yeah, after taxes.
What if somebody called in right now and was like, I'm a rich guy, and I will pay you $100,000 right now to spend 30 hours in a coffin?
Sold.
Really?
Yep. Just give me oxygen.
It just shows us where your heart is at, man.
$100,000?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of...
So you get about $50,000 after taxes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, you're married, so you got to split that with Chrissy. Okay. So
Well,
really, it's like $25,000.
Okay.
You're going to get.
Yeah, okay.
And the boys are going to want
right now, you're talking about a contest that essentially pays you $10 an hour to creepily stay in a coffin.
That's true.
So.
That's very true.
Yep.
You guys can chime in live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. Also, phone lines are open when we come back. We'd love to hear from you. 505-338-3700. And what's the live line number to text in?
505-585-LIVE. It's 505-585-5483.
Quidditch. Could it be more popular than the NFL someday?
Oh. I can't right now. Oh, my gosh.
Somebody thinks it could be more popular than the NFL. Quidditch from Harry Potter. You fly around on brooms. It's a real sport, you guys. It actually is a real sport. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen them play Quidditch before in real life?
It's really lame. It's really lame.
I actually watched it this morning, and it's actually kind of entertaining. We'll tell you about Quidditch and how it could be more popular than the NFL someday. I think it might be. All right, we'll be right back. Hang on.
When we gather around the name of Jesus, everything changes. So come lift up the name of Jesus with us at Passion Worship Nights. Hosted by Passion and Louis Giglio with Travis Green, plus Levi Lusko and Trip Lee. Friday night, October the 5th. Powerful night of worship at Calvary Church, Albuquerque. Passion Worship Nights. A night for all ages. Friday night, October the 5th. Join Passion with Louis Giglio, Travis Green, Levi Lusko, and Trip Lee as we come together to lift up the name of Jesus. Tickets and information are at passionmusic.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
Abraham Lincoln reminds us, remember that some things legally right are not morally right. Star 88 with a solar flare.
When everyone you thought you knew deserts your fight, I'll go with you. You're facing down a dark hall. I'll grab my light and go with you. I'll 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 go with you. Surrounded and up against a wall. find yourself in a lion's den, I'll jump right in and pull my pin and go with you. I'll 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 go with you. My blood, I'll go with you. Yeah. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. My blood, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. My blood, you don't need to run.
Christine Kane challenges us to not just look at those around us, but to see the person as Christ sees them in this Star 88 PowerPoint.
The minute you objectify someone and you label them based on what they do or what they did rather than who they are, you've dehumanized them. You no longer see them as a person. They are just refugees. They are just traffic victims. They are just alcoholics. They are just drug addicts. They are just criminals. We just objectify them, we just categorize them, we just label them, and we dehumanize them. It's a plan of the enemy. And it is amazing how we do that. It's how we can look upon. Because we don't see that that's someone's daughter or someone's son. We don't see that that's someone's wife or someone's mother or someone's sister. We just look, because it's easy to look, because when you look, you can just look away and you don't think you've done any harm. But when you see, you can't unsee, and it changes everything. And we have a generation that is looking but not seeing. That's the problem.
That's Christine Kane on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
President Trump is taking aim at the world's drug problem at the UN General Assembly in New York.
We can save the lives of countless people.
For now, Rosenstein remains in the job, and he is scheduled to return to the White House on Thursday for a meeting with the president.
We're just days away from another potential government shutdown.
With funding set to run out on September 30th, the House will take up the Senate-passed spending bill that includes hundreds of billions of dollars for the military.
The Dow closed down 181 points.
Before Cosby learns his fate, there is a key decision for Judge Stephen O'Neill to make, whether Cosby is a violent sexual predator.
Washington, D.C., the latest city to change its policies regarding marijuana law enforcement. People caught smoking pot will get a citation, the equivalent of a parking ticket.
A man is pulled alive from the rubble of a senior living center 5 days after a fire.
The fire department went in and conducted what they call a primary search. I can't say specifically what happened with this unit.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser says it appears the man was originally listed as accounted for by the building's management.
Library of Congress has announced the winner of this year's Gershwin Prize for Popular Song. The prize is a Lifetime Achievement Award for contributions to pop music. Emilio and Gloria Estefan.
The morning invasion, we are on till 10. My friend Steve-O, he's gonna take it right now. Here we go.
This is the song about a morning show.
I didn't know it would end like that. I mean, kind of dropped off pretty quick.
What are you talking about? That's an incredible bumper for later. We're
pretty
using
good.
that.
It's pretty good, man.
I'm glad we're having fun today.
Yeah,
oh
are you
my
having fun,
gosh.
man? You
I'm
having
just
fun?
having such a good
Glad
time.
someone is.
Oh, man.
All right, everybody. Let's get serious. This is a serious morning show. Come on now. Hanging out with us. Lots of people. Facebook Live, YouTube Live at Star 88 FM.
That's right.
Go and watch the show. Hang out with us. Share it. Thanks for sharing it, guys.
Dento chimed in on YouTube and said, how many more downloads needed? I want some pizza. Dude.
Well, you better tell people to download it.
That's right.
We're hoping for 20,000.
Star 88 app. The
Shooting for
Star 88 app.
50,000 downloads, guys. 50,000. If we get 50,000, you get a bumper sticker. We'll be like Six Flags. Guys, if you download it while spending 30 hours in a coffin, we'll give you a bumper sticker and Samson on DVD. That's right. It'll be a signed, autographed copy of Samson on DVD. I don't know the name of the actors in it, but it'll be a signed Samson DVD.
Are you trying to sound like our president? Like that's you're doing like.
Am I Donald Trump?
Yeah, oh, you sound like him. It's weird.
I wasn't even meaning. Now, see, now you said that, and now
you ruined it. I'm sorry. Sorry.
America.
Nope, it's gone.
You're fired.
It's gone.
Yep. Let me ask you a question. If you steal a Bible, does that make you a better Christian?
I'm sorry.
More of a Christian?
What?
Does that make you more of a Christian if you steal a Bible? Because think about that.
Okay.
You want to read it so bad. You have to steal it so you can be a better Christian.
Oh, gosh. So,
just a question. Just I want you to answer
dude.
it.
Well, here's the thing.
Just wondering.
Our boss Chippers on the huge. What is his go-to verse? It's found in the book of Isaiah. The word of God, right?
Yeah.
The word never returns void.
Ooh.
Never comes back void. Isaiah 55:11.
Are you trying to say that?
So shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void. It shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Did you just say that shoplifting a Bible makes you more of a Christian?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if the word never returns void, like, although does she need to return the word because she stole it? What's going on here?
Let's find out. The cops in Peoria, Illinois, they got a call from Walmart last Thursday. Of course they did. It was about a 30-year-old woman busted for shoplifting.
Oh.
I bet you can't guess what she shoplifted.
Well, I mean, you literally ruined the story in the beginning. So I'm guessing what is a Bible, Alex?
Wrong.
Okay.
It was one of them home foot spas. They're beautiful. It's a great thing, man.
It's okay, man.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's a
You
Bible.
totally
Yeah,
ruined
it's a Bible.
It's okay.
When the cops got there, well, they asked her, "Why did you steal the Bible?"
Well, duh.
She told them, "Well, she stole the Bible because, well, quote, she was trying to be more Christian."
Yeah.
She also shoplifted a shirt, leggings, pencils, bookmarks, and a quart of oil.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that took a turn.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were just going to say a Bible, but...
No. Bibles are expensive.
Yes.
I mean, what kind of Bible was it? Was it the Bible from 30,000 feet? Was it New King James? NIV? What are we talking here? Study Bible? She was trying to be more Christian. I mean,
stealing?
As you said, maybe. Do you think she might have gotten off if she hadn't have stolen the leggings, the shirt, the pencil, the bookmarks, and the quart of oil?
No.
What about the quart of oil and the Bible and just the Bible?
Nope. Still.
What about a pencil?
What was she using the quart of oil for? Maybe she was stealing the quart of oil and because she was going to use it like pouring oil over someone and
she didn't realize it was olive oil.
Them.
Yeah.
Right. She bought the wrong
just saw
kind
oil.
It was the wrong kind of oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
look, she's probably using the pencils and the bookmarks to study the Bible. And she needed leggings and the oil. So
right. Because she wanted to. She stole the leggings in the Bible to improve her walk. Thank you. I'll just go.
Let's
I'll
both
see
go.
you.
We're out. See ya. Bye. All right. See you later. Bye, guys. We didn't go anywhere. We're right here.
we really did.
We'll never leave.
YouTube and Facebook just ruined that optical illusion of magic and Radio glory.
She was charged with misdemeanor theft.
You think?
Yeah, so I don't think she's more of a Christian because she
No.
Just wanted to throw that out there. See what you guys thought about it.
She was trying to be more Christian.
She was trying to be more Christian.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. We're mocking. Clearly, this is a woman who needed help.
Yeah.
She was down on her luck.
Yep.
Not excusing it in any way, shape, or form. She's stealing. But she's also like crying out for like, hey, maybe I need to make a change. Maybe if I just start reading this. Oh.
Do you need to make a change?
I mean.
And now I roam anxiety.
Time for change, guys. They're a local band.
Got it. Yeah.
That was the wrong button.
Yeah. Denta says if you can't afford a Bible, steal it, read it, learn it, and then go back and pay for it. No, that's still stealing. That's still stealing.
It's still stealing, guys.
It's a game changer.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed since '89.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk.
That was such a quick story.
It was.
There was like nothing to it.
There's
It's
nothing,
like, nope,
nothing
she
there.
stole a Bible.
Move on.
Guys, don't steal.
Yeah. It doesn't make you more of a Christian.
It does not make you more of a Christian.
No, it doesn't. Guys, the NFL is so close to folding. I mean, we're probably...
You're
this
using
might
the
be
wrong
the
voice.
last season. Wait, you want me to do Donald Trump again?
Yes, because if you're saying things that are outlandish like that, you might as well.
Guys, the NFL is so... I can't do it.
Yeah,
I
you can't.
Sorry.
You can't. You really can't. They're not close to folding.
Yeah, they are, man. Yes, they are.
According to whom?
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, viewership's down.
Nike is also in a lot of trouble since their ad campaign with Colin Pumpernickel.
Whatever.
Wait, billions.
You know, they've had a lot of new rule changes. The whole roughing the passer rules. People aren't liking the rules that the NFL is.
Yeah, I am in agreement with that.
You know who William Hayes is? William Hayes. He didn't like the new rule, but he said, you know what? I'll do what I got to do. You know what? I will make sure I tackle the right way. I will make sure that when I tackle somebody, I will not put my full body weight on the quarterback, on the person I'm tackling. I will make sure that my helmet doesn't collide with another opponent's helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, follow the rules.
Yeah.
And he did that.
He did.
And he tore his ACL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The irony being that they changed these stupid rules because they're trying to protect the quarterback.
Or his ACL.
Yeah.
His foot got caught.
I saw this
in the
happen.
ground.
He was sacking Derek Carr.
Derek Carr,
quarterback,
your boy,
yeah,
for the Raiders.
Quarterback for the Raiders.
Yeah. So yeah, he was trying not to land on this quarterback, Derek Carr, and well, he tore his ACL, and so he's not a fan of this rule. Can you imagine? That's what we were saying yesterday. It's like these guys have been playing football a certain way for most of their lives, and now you're asking them to change the way that they play the game. If you play football, that's not an easy task to ask somebody not to tackle a certain way. When you're tackling somebody, it's almost impossible to not use all of your body weight to land on somebody. It's almost impossible to do. So that is why the NFL is going down, and it's going to make way for a new sport.
I can't even. Yep.
Harry Potter. If you're not familiar with Harry Potter, there's a game that they play called Quidditch. It's a fictional sport. It's a blend of rugby, water polo, dodgeball, and capture the flag. I'm in. I like all those games. Except water polo, I've never played. And apparently people have adapted the sport for real life without the flying, of course, but with the brooms. So it gives you the illusion of flying. So it's a broomstick between your legs, and you are running around holding the broomstick, all while playing Quidditch, okay? And it's apparently a legitimate sport. But there's only one way to replace Quidditch with the NFL.
Actual flying brooms.
Yeah, man. Actual fly. No.
Oh.
You know who Martellus Bennett is?
Yeah.
He's a former NFL tight end.
Yeah.
And he hosts an online show called Mostly Football for Yahoo Sports. And earlier this month, he did a segment where he played Quidditch with an actual team in LA. He said, the only way to make Quidditch a legitimate sport, you'd have to get it big in the hood first.
I have no words.
Yeah, well, you have no words.
Wow. I have no words.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like you just don't want to say anything. You have many words to share.
It's so dumb to me.
Mm-hmm. Here he goes.
Listen, I've read all the books.
All the Harry Potter books?
Multiple times.
Multiple times. You've seen the movies?
Chrissy
loves them.
I personally am a fan. I think after it was all said and done and J.K. came out and talked about the fact that it was a true allegory of Jesus Christ, I think it's probably the best in fiction as far as that goes. However, we're talking about dudes running around with a broom between their legs, giving to the illusion that they're flying on brooms.
Let's watch a little bit of this, shall we? All right, we're going to watch a little bit of the Quidditch. We're going to watch a little bit of Martellus Bennett. Let's see here. Okay, they're all flying around on brooms. Okay, they're picking up the ball.
It's a Harry Potter-inspired sport that's sort of moved away from that group to a large extent and become its own real physical sport. It's sort of a combination between rugby, handball, water polo, with a bit of dodgeball mixed in for fun.
I bet nobody's getting concussions playing Quidditch.
No.
U.S. Quidditch, we were founded in 2010, and now we have over 170 teams in the United States and over 3,700 registered.
Guys, it's taking over. It'll be bigger than the NFL.
170 teams?
We have to get it in the hood.
Players. Quidditch has 7 people on each team. There are 3 ball handlers called chasers. They use the slightly deflated volleyball to score goals.
Ooh, volleyball.
There are 3 goals on each side. It's 10 points no matter which goal you score through. There are 2 people on each team called beaters. They use the dodgeball, which is called a bludger. And essentially, this is the defense portion of the game. If you get hit with a bludger, you have to drop any ball you're holding and run back.
Are you telling me that wouldn't be entertaining to watch? I'm watching them play right now, and I'm like, I actually would watch this.
I'm actually.
This is great.
I'm actually in agreement with you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Martellus Bennett, former NFL tight end, he said, quote, if they take it to the urban community, it will become a national sport. It's a tough game to play, but it could be a moneymaker because, quote, there's more Harry Potter fans than there are NFL fans.
And a member of the Starmy chimed in and said, this is perfect because if they bring Quidditch to the hood, maybe they could start cleaning it up with the broom in their hands.
Wow.
Thank you, Starmy. Somebody else said, I would watch Quidditch over the NFL.
Yep, I would too.
As soon as they actually have flying brooms and magical beater balls.
Back to your own hoop. And there's a keeper on each team that's the goalie.
Ooh, I want to be a keeper.
And then there's the snitch and seekers.
Ooh, the snitch.
The snitch is a person who's not on either team, and they usually have a sock hanging out of the back of their shorts.
Back here.
Ooh,
and their job is to run around the area, not just the field, the whole area where the Quidditch match is going on.
What?
And by any means necessary, avoid being caught by either seeker or...
Okay, so in the movie,
it's the golden snitch is the ball that Harry has to... Yeah. Oh,
That's
did it just...
cool.
Nope. No, it's not. It's not even a little bit.
I mean...
It's not cool at all.
So, like, he runs around in the stands and stuff?
Yeah,
I mean,
he runs around everywhere.
Kinda cool.
With a sock hanging out of his
What if he
shorts
leaves the area? Can
and
he
his
leave
lower
the park?
back, and he's got a...
Can he, like, run anywhere?
I guess so. Look, that showed him. Like,
Once it's grabbed, that's
the
worth
bar.
30 points, and its catch means the game is over.
Oh, wow.
I think it's fantastic. It's introduced a lot of otherwise non-athletic individuals to an athletic endeavor.
It takes.
Yeah, if you look at the type of players,
yeah,
they're nerds.
Somebody said, I'm a female, and I just got to say that the NFL is turning into powder puff football. They need to tackle the way they know how and take the dang flag. Heck with it. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Somebody said, guys, let's just get professional rugby going in America.
See, rugby is so much fun to watch. I don't get why it's not popular here. It is hardcore, man. These guys are basically playing football without the pads and helmet. No? Yeah. That's the real man sport right there.
The spirit of the game in the book. This is just a very exciting, intense, and fun sport to both watch and play.
Yeah, you are pumping it up, girl. You made me want to watch.
Never. This is so dumb.
Anybody can play, man. Anybody. You don't even have to be that athletic to play. That's what's beautiful about it. And yes, they're right. There are more Harry Potter fans in the world than NFL fans.
Which I think is why we've been so successful.
I'm in. Let's do it. Let's get a Quidditch match going, guys.
You know,
it does seem like there's a lot to it, though. There's a lot of rules.
There's a lot. Paul says, dumbest thing I've ever heard. Kim says, never.
Whatever, guys.
Shannon says, indoor with bungees would be better.
Ooh,
no,
yeah.
Wait, no.
That'd be kind of cool, right?
No, it would not.
How cool would that be?
Carl says, nobody is getting dates by playing Quidditch.
I like the bungee thing.
Mark, let me buy that Quidditch jersey, dog. Yeah, Quidditch. Nope.
Watch the video,
Felicia
guys.
said they actually had me right up until the snitch part. Come on. Like, that's true.
But, you know
it's
what?
This dude
Let's
running
not
around
judge.
in all
Let's
yellow.
not judge the snitch.
It looks so dumb.
Let's not judge it. We've never played it. It could be fun.
Okay.
Just saying.
Thebe says, if the flying broom gets made before the hoverboard, heads will roll.
Can you imagine? Seriously? We have flying brooms, but no hoverboard? Really?
Yeah, right.
And the hoverboard that actually exists isn't a real hoverboard.
Rosalind says, rugby is a gentleman's sport for hooligans.
For hooligans? Huh. Wow.
See, man.
I don't know, man. Quidditch sounds awesome.
America, we're bored. We're bored.
Yeah,
we
with
don't
the
like
NFL.
Football.
We're bored with the NFL.
So we're like, what are we going to do now?
All the new rules, all the politics.
170 teams, she said, throughout
170 million teams, yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just done with people getting concussions, and this is a sport anybody can do. It's very complicated, but I'm sure it will. Once you figure it out,
will they have a national anthem? Will they bring politics into it?
If it's us, you have to do the national anthem. If you're playing sports, you gotta.
Are players allowed to kneel next to their broom? Because I just don't know if we can take another.
Again, I think it depends on why you're kneeling.
Just watch baseball. Everybody's standing there,
so
hats
boring.
off.
So boring.
National anthem's going, and everybody's standing there.
Nah. We need something new, is what we need.
Dude, so many people are actually chiming in talking about rugby.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
said
intense.
Rugby's intense. I've seen them play at the park. It looks crazy. Somebody else agreed. I love watching rugby.
Yep, it really is. That's the ultimate man sport right there, besides fishing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
How about jousting? Can we bring back jousting?
Oh, this is so...
What if it was jousting without pointy, like sharp ends?
No.
You know, like they're like a Q-tip end.
Why do we need this for our entertainment?
No?
We're so bored. We're like, let's bring it back to the gladiators, to the death. Somebody said full contact, high altitude frisbee golf.
Do you remember American Gladiators? That was such a great show back in the 80s.
I do remember American Gladiators. Man. Nitro scared me.
Nitro, yeah.
Ice,
yeah. It was great.
Lillian, hockey. There it is. Hockey's amazing.
You know, there's one sport that I think is going to take probably 50 years to actually become huge is American Ninja Warrior. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun to watch.
It. Sure. Yeah,
I mean, it's
after an episode, I'm going, okay, well, here's the same people.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same.
Just rolling down that obstacle course. You know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I remember the Stormy had a really good thought about this. Why not just make the snitch a drone?
Ooh.
You get a drone.
That's a good idea.
Can only go a certain height. It's going across the field.
Yeah, it seemed like it'd be easy to capture the snitch. That's what I don't get.
Right.
Because if the game's over once you capture the snitch, why wouldn't you just focus on capturing the snitch?
Yeah.
I really want to learn the rules.
I don't.
Can't the whole team just go after the snitch? Or is there just certain areas you have to stay in?
No.
Only a
Do you
certain,
not listen
so only
to the rules?
certain
The
player
seeker-
can get the seeker can only get the snitch?
Yes!
Sorry, there was a lot to it, man. Jeez, you don't have to yell, dude.
Just saying, this is your
Let's
sport.
go down.
No, let's watch it again. Here we go. Quidditch.
It's a Harry Potter-inspired sport that's sort of moved away from that group to a large extent and become its own real physical.
I'm in, Alex. Sign me up. Where do I go? Do we have a Quidditch league here? Will you Google that? Quidditch league in Albuquerque?
Quidditch League.
If you could Google that for me, I'd appreciate it.
We're still trying to get our soccer team off the ground. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's so. Come on. Nobody's watching soccer in America. Nobody's watching the NFL anymore. You know, rugby won't take off for some weird reason.
Oh my gosh.
Is there one?
There is.
Please. Yes. Yes. How do we get into this? It's at the library, guys.
Quidditch for
Of course it is.
muggles.
It's at the library.
Oh, hey, look. This event has expired.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Maybe, you know what? I'm going to get a league going, guys.
There's actually an
Harry
oh
Potter
my
camp?
gosh. Yep.
There's an actual Hogwarts castle
not
you can go and
no,
stay in.
that's
Are
not
you
real.
kidding me? And it's in New Mexico?
That's not real. Dude, I love this. I love this. This is exactly it. Woman, hey, what do you do? Man, I'm a professional athlete. Oh, what sport do you play? I'm a Quidditch player for Team Hufflepuff.
Don't you judge me.
So many people have the same joke about the slightly deflated ball. Sounds like the NFL to me.
Yeah.
Ah, it's on break.
Deflategate.
Yeah.
All right. Probably not going to take off, but you know what?
I can't believe Martellus Bennett, former NFL superstar, is like, yeah, bro.
Got to get a popcorn in the hood.
Quidditch. Let's bring it to the hood.
It sounds like a very hipster type of game for sure. All right, let's take a break, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. You guys can chime in on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. We'll be right back.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Through storms, our Lord teaches us many lessons, don't you know? He reminds us of our own human emptiness and our own total dependence upon Him. Someone has said you can learn a lot about God at 2 o'clock in the morning that you will never learn just by reading the Bible. You discover that God is there, that in your deepest time of need, you are not alone. And the disciples are about to discover this in this experience. C.S. Lewis explains it this way. He says, now God has made us, and He knows what we are, and that our happiness ultimately lies in Him. But we will not seek it in Him as long as He leaves us any other resort where we can plausibly look for it.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn. Groundwire.
The other day while sitting at a railroad crossing, a coal car passed me with some graffiti. I found it interesting. In bright colors and bold graphics, it simply said, I don't know my dad. I began to wonder about the person who made this statement. What type of pain had that caused? What questions had it raised? Not knowing your biological father creates many challenges. Some people don't know who they are. They question their value and they wonder if they are lovable. These questions can be haunting, even paralyzing. If this foundational element of a person's life is removed, they can struggle for years. If the breach is never repaired, they might never overcome it. But thankfully, there is one who promised to be the father to the fatherless. The God of heaven loves you with an everlasting and unconditional love that can bring peace, hope, and healing. He chose you and promises to never leave you. Whether or not you know who your earthly father is, you can be sure that your heavenly Father is crazy about you and invites you to get to know Him personally and intimately.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net.
KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe is Star 88.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement Another reason to breathe this air. And now we made for ourselves. This won't be the last time. I've never in my life ever seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, I know it when I make you. I'm not the only one who's alone. Find me soon and take me home. I know it when I saw you. I'm not the only one hanging on. Tie me to someone who will love me. Oh, never in my life did I wanna see you more than this. And every time you're lost, I wonder if you know you're missed. I'm breathing when I can, and I only hope you're watching this. I hope you know that I exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, I know it when I make you. I'm not the only one who's alone. Find me soon and take me home. I know it when I saw you. I'm not the only one hanging on. Tie me to someone who will love me. Somebody pick me up. Somebody find my love. Somebody pick me up. Ooh, somebody pick me up. Somebody find my love. Somebody pick me up. Ooh.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
You've seen the vacancy signs on windows in strip malls for months, and now, almost overnight, they're popping up everywhere. It's another Halloween store. Sure, they used to sell staplers or fish sticks or some stupid hobby crap, but they went out of business, and now the owners of the buildings are desperate because the space hasn't been occupied in months. So now, for the next 5 weeks, they're selling zombie masks, black lights, and fog machines. Watch on your way home from work. Another Halloween store will pop up out of nowhere. So freakish, it's scary.
Isn't that crazy? Kind of weird. It's like you don't see any Halloween stores throughout most of the year until, well, about a month away from Halloween. You're like, wait, what? Halloween store? What was there before? Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for being a part of it. You guys can chime in on Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. Big shout out to everybody for hanging out with us. Brittany, what are you doing? How was the show last night, huh? Paul? Mark? What's going on, guys? Shout out some people on YouTube. We have Lillian. Good morning. We have Marv the Bass. Dento Bean. Let's see. Naomi Baca. What's going on, guys? Thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube. Thanks for sharing. And download the Star 88 app if you haven't done it yet. Trying to reach that 5,000. Once we do, pizza party time. Free pizza for the Starmy. All right, coming up, Tam's going to be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour. Quality Tam Tuesday. And there was a 7-year-old that sang the national anthem last night. I think it was at, where was it? It was at the Los Angeles Galaxy soccer game. And this 7-year-old, holy cow. Wait till you guys hear the voice that comes out of this little girl. She's so talented.
Well, I'm waiting.
No, it's coming up at 9 o'clock hour, Tam. You know, she's a singer, so we'll save it.
Singer. Gosh,
we'll save it.
I guess.
Is everything cool, man? Everything cool? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't say anything.
All right. All right. All right, everybody. Did you see this video? Did you see the raccoon that fell 9 stories and survived?
No.
You didn't see this? Wait till you see this. I'm going to play the video for you, and then we're going to hear from this little kid. An eyewitness was there who saw the whole thing unfold.
This on the nightly news tonight.
Oh my gosh!
Yep. A raccoon was 9 stories up. It was like Spider-Man scaling a building. Like it was on the side of this building, and then it just throws itself off 9 stories and then lands and runs off.
That was crazy.
That was nuts, right? You think that thing would be dead.
9 stories!
There's a raccoon up there. And I'm like, what is with Mother Nature? And it kept on going like it was some kind of raccoon Spider-Man. At the end part, it looked like he just jumped off on purpose. I thought, what an idiot. He just ran off. He didn't even limp. Are we, like, not using the laws of physics anymore? You might have broke a couple raccoon ribs.
Good call, kid. Good call. You know, are we just not landing right as humans? Because you look at the parkour guys. You ever seen the things they jump off of? And honestly, it's all how you land.
Yeah.
There's a method to how you land where there's these parkour guys. They can jump off of like, I don't want to say 9 stories, but I know that they jump off of like 2-story buildings.
Yeah.
And they're able to just roll and fling their bodies in a way that doesn't hurt them. Doesn't break anything. Crazy, right?
That was I'm so glad, because when you started to show me the video, I was really upset there because all of a sudden I'm just seeing this animal fall 9 stories.
To its death?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh no. And it dude, it hit the ground and just got up and walked away.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Who knows? Maybe it did break some raccoon ribs. I don't know. But that thing ran off like
some raccoon ribs.
Yeah, man. And here's another thing with animals is they don't feel pain like we do.
Right.
Which is, I don't know how science figured that out, but, did they ever talk to an animal and said, hey, man, we just don't feel pain like you do?
Not sure that's the thing.
Go ahead. Try to hit me as hard as you can. I bet you I don't even feel it.
Yep.
Good morning.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, man.
I'm president of the New Mexico chapter of the National Raccoon Suicide Prevention Hotline.
Yes.
And this is serious business. I don't appreciate the jokey tone. This is a serious issue.
The joking tone.
All over.
Yeah.
Are taking their lives in their own hands. And sorry, it's very close to my heart.
Take your time, man. We'll give you all the radio time you need. It's cool.
And we're starting a GoFundMe page because this is starting to happen more frequently. So appreciate your support, and thanks for bringing it to light.
Listen, man, we support raccoons. We really do.
We do,
I'm a fan.
yes.
Their hands
Absolutely.
are so precious and small.
Yeah.
Like human hands.
Love those trash pandas. What?
Yes.
Yeah, but seriously, if you're going to do that, you need at least 11 stories. 9's not going to cut it, clearly.
Yeah.
Clear. Yes.
Are you guys okay with the term trash pandas?
No.
With the term what?
Trash pandas?
Yeah. Yes. For your organization.
Fine.
Yeah.
We at the National Raccoon Suicide Prevention Hotline hate pandas.
Okay.
Yeah, they're stupid. All right, boys. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
There's a raccoon up there. And I'm like, what is with Mother Nature? And it kept on going like it was some kind of raccoon Spider-Man. At the end part, it looked like he just jumped off on purpose. I thought, what an idiot. He just ran off. He didn't even limp. Are we, like, not using the laws of physics anymore?
No.
You might have broke a couple raccoon ribs.
Austin is the hero of this story.
He really is. Yeah.
Like, truly, Austin is the hero of the story.
It's so insane how that raccoon got up and scaled the side of a wall.
Yeah.
It's especially with human hands. I don't know how he did it because raccoons have these small little human hands.
Yeah.
With sharp fingernails.
He just jumps. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Well, it's at the beach.
He landed in sand.
He landed in sand.
Okay, you're telling me if a human fell off that we'd survive? No, I don't think so.
We wouldn't
we would
survive.
die.
We would definitely die.
We would die. He basically belly flopped. You guys, if you haven't seen the video, you should check it out. It's Raccoon Falls 9 Stories, and you can watch the video yourselves.
Hey, by the way, we still, I can't believe this is such a big topic. Last hour we were talking about the fact that, oh, yes, please.
I love today.
We were talking about football. We were talking about how Quidditch is going to become a thing and take over. I actually searched the actual national U.S. Quidditch organization. There's 170 teams. There are 0 in the state of New Mexico.
Well,
so
good time to
bum you
to
out.
start
What
one.
are you doing? Look at this guy.
Stephen Christian, everybody.
Yeah. That's all he gets? That's like that's his little intro?
Well, yeah, man. That's all you get.
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
I was on the radio for like a year. Tamara gets intros after like 14 minutes.
You don't like your intro, man? You know what? Fine. I'll get rid of your intro. Fine.
Oh, man.
Had to write my own intro.
Welcome to the show, Stephen Christian.
Hey guys, I'm here for like 10 minutes. Just wanted to stop
Just
by
10?
because you know earlier Dex was kind of giving me a hard time that he never sees me. So here's for the guilt trip.
Yep, there you go. I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
Thoughts on the NFL folding and Quidditch becoming a national sport?
Not a thing.
I think it's funny that Albuquerque has no Quidditch team. The simple fact is, like, we're like 10 years behind everybody.
Right?
Somebody just discovered Harry Potter like last week. Like, did you know there's a book called
we are
Harry
very
Potter?
much so behind the times.
Yeah, for
So
real.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I know.
Here's where
in like
I'll
a
be
week,
angry.
Crocs are going to be huge.
I'm going to be stoked when we don't have a Quidditch team but have a real sports team. If we ever, all of a sudden, if the fact that we don't have a team makes me kind of happy, actually.
Really? What?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
Because in New Mexico, we don't have, I mean, we've got the Isotopes. We're soon to have like a professional soccer team. But I want like sports, man.
Like
you know
Quidditch.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, like real sports.
What?
Like
I
rugby,
want-
dude.
No, I just, one of the major sports, I want a professional team.
What's
Just
the
any of
medieval
them.
that where they hang out in the park? What do they call that?
LARPing.
LARPing.
Yes,
Dude,
yeah.
LARPing's pretty big here.
No, I mean,
Is it?
Yeah. If you drive around during the day in the parks all over
No.
Albuquerque, you'll see them.
No, yeah.
I want to go join one
They're
of those.
LARPers, yeah.
I yeah.
Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. Go Google it. Google it. Have you seen that one?
No.
Dude, it's like this guy. Come on, you can pull it up. Anyway, he's just standing there. He has like these bean bags with like a warlock outfit on with like, it's like purple with lightning, and he's just throwing
He's a
bean bags
LARPer?
at kids. Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
bean bags at kids. He's like an older dude. He's like Thunderbolt, 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 just Thunderbolt. It is hysterical. It's the best. Anyway, I want to do that.
We'll get that because we're New Mexico. We'll get that before we get a professional sports team. We will.
It is, man. It is
Yeah.
tough not to have some. And no offense to the Isotopes, love them. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
no, exactly. But I
it
mean,
would
like
just be
pro,
awesome.
professional level sports.
And now up to bat, number 42. He he got demoted last week.
Yeah.
May never come back up. Good luck, Bob. You know, that's what I feel like we get. You know?
I don't think we'll ever get a professional sports team ever.
Ever?
Well,
Nah,
because
we're too
think about
small.
it, too small. And
Yeah.
if we had other cities that were close by, maybe. But
But we got Bernalillo.
yeah,
Okay, but how-
Denver and Vegas are
Let's
6
see.
hours away.
Yeah.
That's the closest.
Yeah.
You know,
Las Vegas is 6 hours? I thought it was way more than
maybe
that.
like 8 hours. I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like, how fast do you drive?
Maybe I
Yeah,
made it
you're
in
wow.
6. Maybe not. Whoa.
I want to know how big Oklahoma City is, though.
That is true. No, I think they're bigger.
2 million.
Nope, 630,000.
No way. That means we're
but,
roughly there.
But here's the thing, though. They are located where there's, I mean, what,
Yeah,
St.
the
Louis?
metro. I will
Oh,
say,
yeah,
the metro
yeah.
population is 1.3.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I was shocked the first time I went to an Isotopes game. It was like the major leagues.
Right.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was like the stadium was full, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, because see, I grew up in Winter Haven, Florida, where the Cleveland Indians would do the summer, spring
Oh,
training and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So we had a minor league team there, but there was like 14 people in a cricket. You know what I'm saying? That would show up to those games. You know?
Have you been? I mean, you've lived here a couple years, so if you
Yeah,
haven't, I'm going to be
almost 4.
Have you been to a Lobo basketball game?
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh my gosh!
No, I heard about it. The pit.
Yeah.
My wife has been. She said it was crazy.
It is insanity. So
I
that's
bet
why
it
I'm like,
is.
I think we could support an NBA team. The pit is bigger than, I mean, before the renovation. Now it's still, 17,000. But when it was 19,000, that was bigger than 2/3 of NBA arenas.
Well, that's awesome. That's so cool. But have they been? Are they ranked? I mean, are they?
They were.
Yeah, we
When?
actually we're supposed to make the Sweet 16.
We're supposed to.
Sweet
Allegedly, we've got
16
dudes
bound.
like hanging out
Wow.
waiting that are coming in this year, and allegedly the Lobos are going to be top 25.
That's all. I
Allegedly.
mean, great.
Yeah.
I'm not
we
mad
were
at that.
at one point. We
That's
were
so cool.
We were in the dance every year and doing great things. And then the coach at the time was like, you know what? UCLA is paying better. And then he went to UCLA.
Oh.
And he's still there. Shout out to Coach Alford.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
So we were at one point.
Okay, let me just clarify. So if you get a better job, higher pay, you're gonna.
We're gonna go.
We'd never
Next
do that.
topic.
Wait, we would
never do that. Ever.
Just want to
Steve has been here for 15 years.
I mean, not here.
Yeah.
Duh.
Steve will never leave.
I'll never leave.
And neither will you.
Yeah. Dento says that the Lobos are playing good. The pick can rock. It's amazing.
I bet it can. That's
It is
awesome.
amazing. So.
But do you think it's more because like we're starved for anything sports related?
Yeah, but
Hi,
Albuquerque
son,
is different.
Tubs. Hi, son.
Yeah.
It's different. Think about concerts here. Nobody buys like pre-sale tickets. Like there's people just show up night of, or they don't show up at all. There's just
That's
a
true.
weird.
That is true.
It's weird.
That is weird.
Ish. I don't know. We were at that show last night. It was pretty packed
Yeah,
out.
I guess it kind of depends.
And then
on, who
on
it
our
is.
way home, there were billboards, and I guess Pitbull's coming, and it's already sold out. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going,
sold out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
10 years behind.
yeah.
Oh
Pitbull.
my God, dude! Wait till these people discover Justin Bieber.
Yeah, right.
They are gonna lose it.
Yep.
Just
I'm a
kidding.
huge Pitbull fan.
I live in Albuquerque. I'm talking about
Dude,
myself.
See,
You know.
that's not fair though, because you're like Florida kids, so of course you know Pitbull. He's been around for 40 years.
He has.
in the Florida market. I mean,
Right now he barks like this. I knew him, but he was like, and now he's like,
oh, he is
Really?
yeah. Sold out.
Wow.
Sold out
Yep.
show here.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
awesome.
Really, it really did. Sold out like
That's great, man.
instantaneously.
That's
I'm
fun.
like,
I would go see that show.
Okay.
I just want to see like the antics,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I mean,
because he is a little more family friendly. I wonder if he like censors himself now.
because
you
he's
know.
older.
Who's in the house? Pitbull.
I don't know any Pitbull. I don't know a single
Yeah,
Pitbull
you do. It's
song.
the one that goes, okay, what's up? What's up, Albuquerque? That's the whole song.
Oh my
I really,
gosh.
yeah, that's true. Can you name a Pitbull song?
Start the party. What is it? Party.
What?
Wait. Yeah, I'm sure he has a party song.
No, I don't get.
I'm
it's
positive
that,
he
it's
does.
that like commercial that he's in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's got.
He's so family friendly though. Now.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
He brings
you
his
know, this
kids
one
on
right here.
stage.
Wait, is that really?
Is that
Pitbull
no?
and
That's
Neo.
not him.
That's Pitbull and Neo.
Oh, that's Neo singing.
Okay, that's Neo. So I was like,
And
no.
Yeah, it's like,
He
that
does not
is
sing.
not Pitbull.
That is not Pitbull.
And in the background,
That is
Pitbull's
some
like,
honest- yeah.
Like that's all he's doing.
Let's start the party.
dancing.
Yep.
There's no way.
Him
You
singing
guys
would
are
be
gonna
so.
freak out when I throw down some Pitbull.
Yeah,
right
I want to
now.
hear it. I
It's
don't. I
okay.
really. Well, you. I don't know. You
I
should.
know. I'm
Hey,
like,
get your
maybe
hand on
not.
that sensor.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these.
Somebody
songs.
said, Paul said, I thought Pitbull was just the annoying guy that makes appearances on real artists' tracks. That's basically it.
Yep, you
but
did.
he's getting paid more than any of us.
Yep.
All of us.
Yep, that's so true.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Well, guys, I'm about to go do
go
staff
enjoy.
Devo. I'm gonna go.
Enjoy.
No, I'm
You don't
gonna go
have
teach.
to.
Oh, you're
I'm
teaching?
teaching this
No,
morning.
you don't have to.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
why you're in all denim?
No, that's just because I'm Canadian.
Oh.
No.
What are you teaching on?
Again, we're 10 years behind. This
You
was
were
really
blue.
cool in the late
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, it was.
So
It was.
I'm just kidding. I love you,
what are you
Albuquerque.
teaching?
I really
man.
do. I'm going to teach about 3 investment tools of the kingdom, of the kingdom. You see how Jesus used you there?
Yeah.
Got you.
Wouldn't it be like ... of the
Dot,
kingdom?
dot, of
Yeah,
the
because you
kingdom.
want to give it a pause. Like
I
that's
do.
a good pause.
Of the kingdom.
Of the kingdom. And
Okay.
like,
It's not a
oh.
pyramid scheme, but if you and 2 of your friends, and
I love pyramid
it's an
schemes.
upside down funnel of money.
That's right.
It's an upside down funnel.
And
Okay.
if you
You
flip
throwing
that
a party
upside
at your house
down,
anytime soon?
oh,
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Usually there's parties where there's pyramid
It's good to
schemes.
see you.
There is. It's it's crazy. All right. Love you guys. I got to go.
All right,
too.
Stephen
Chris,
Christian.
enjoy.
Look for him at a dry sauna near you. All right.
That man. That man.
Yep, he'll be part of our new YouTube show called Don't
Yeah.
Sweat the Small Things, coming to YouTube's, Twitch,
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. It'll be out there, guys.
Speaking of teaching, Ben just chimed in and said, Steve-O, great shirt. Huh?
Legacy shirt.
It's my legacy shirt.
Legacy.
It's a great shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Great ministry.
You better turn that inside out if you're going to walk around campus.
Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
What if I had like a patch on the back?
Yeah, a Calvary
Like-
bumper sticker on the back.
Sorry, bro. I really like my job.
Yeah. I need
Heck
a
no,
coffee at Sopo. Can you put this bumper sticker on the back? Don't give it out.
Oh, man. Incredible.
Let's get it now.
I guess that is Neo, huh?
Yes.
I feel like I need
Yes.
a pit bull song.
Cash for money.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cash for money, huh?
Yeah, see, that's why. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 All right, we need to talk about this list.
Okay.
The top 10 signs you have a well-rounded life. I'm excited because I would like to know whether or not I have a well-rounded life. I'm going to bet I don't. But I hope to have a couple. What are you shooting for on this list? Do you think how many out of 10 do you need to have to say, okay, you know what? You're doing pretty well. Because go 10 for 10, that, I don't know if anybody can go 10 for 10.
6 of 10 is
6? Okay.
I think
All right.
so.
Okay. Let's find out.
Okay.
A new survey asked people what goes into having a good work-life balance. And feel free, chime in, let us know, Facebook, YouTube, in your opinion. What, in your opinion, goes into having a good work-life balance?
Set schedule. Set schedule. Like
schedule.
having, you know what I mean? Like, this is my work time. Like, that's a good, right there. Set schedule. No, not, 40 hours a week.
No, it wasn't in the top 10.
Oh.
No, I mean, no.
Sit down.
No, it's not in the top 10.
What? I think that makes for good work-life balance. You need to have that schedule. If you don't know what your schedule is,
I think most
dog,
people just have that, so it's...
No,
No?
they don't.
I mean, some don't, but...
Maybe in the professional industry. I mean, like, think about that.
Okay, all right. What do you think, in your opinion, goes into having a good work-life balance?
See, Paul's very first thing, consistent schedule. Weird.
Okay. You know what? You're right. Consistent schedule. Balance.
Should be on the list.
Okay. Let me give you one.
I was going to say, give me number 10, because I'm like, if number 10 isn't as good as consistent schedule, then we're switching it out.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Spending time with a pet. Doesn't have to be a dog or a cat.
just
Could be a
get out.
gerbil or a raccoon.
Yeah, why not?
You know, just a pet in general. So,
Man, I want to
spending time with a
punch
pet.
this survey already.
Hey, man, if you have a pet, you better be spending some time with your pet.
Well, yeah.
Here's the thing, man. If you're going to be a dog owner, you got to take that thing for walks. You have to feed it every day. You have to water it every day. You have to spend time. You have to play with that dog.
See, Jarrett said an emotional support pet.
Okay.
Guess so. How about watching The Morning Invasion at work on YouTube? Is that on the top 10?
You know what? Actually, yes, it is.
Oh, wait, are you being serious?
Yeah, it actually is. I'm going to lump it in with watching TV and movies at number 2, and also listening to music or podcasts at number 5.
Okay. So that helps you with your work-life balance?
Yes. Watching TV and movies.
Okay.
And also listening to music or podcasts will help to have a good work-life balance. It makes sense. A lot of people love to do that. A lot of people love to listen to music, like to listen to podcasts. I like to binge watch a nice TV show. Now, there's that point where you can be consuming too much Netflix.
Yeah.
Too much TV and movies.
But you definitely need to have some of that like leisure downtime, stuff that just makes you laugh, but stuff that makes you think. The Morning Invasion.
Okay.
How about being able to earn vacation and or sick time?
Let's see. I guess you could lump that in with taking time for yourself every day.
No. This is a different kind of list. This is to have like a well-rounded daily life.
Yeah, work-life balance.
Yeah.
A good work-life balance. A well-rounded life.
Marv says, seriously though, who is well-rounded?
Would it be a red flag if somebody was well-rounded as far as they hit all 10 of these? They did all of these? Would that be a red flag for you?
No.
No?
No. Let's go 10-1. Let's see where we're at.
Okay.
How we deal with this.
All right.
All right.
So 10 is spending time with a pet.
I do that.
I try to when I see
you have-
Vader.
and you have
also,
Dexter and
well, I
Lily?
have Dexter and Lily,
Wait,
but
yeah.
they're not my dogs.
Boom. All right. It just says a pet, not
Okay,
your pet.
all right, we both do that.
All right. Got it?
Do we spend time outdoors in nature? I do. I do every day. I go for runs. I sometimes go
you
for
do.
hikes in the foothills.
You do, actually. You do.
I'm definitely going to plan a trip up
I went to
San Diego.
a concert in an amphitheater last night.
I don't know if that counts.
That's outside.
I mean, okay, I'll give it to you. It's
Thankfully,
in
there
nature.
was not a roof because, man, there were some people doing illicit things, you know?
All right.
Needed to make sure the air kept blowing it out of there. Bad.
All right, number 8. If you are married, having sex.
Oh. Well, that's...
Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty good.
Okay. All right, number 7. Keeping your house clean and organized. Yeah, I'm not very good at
We're
keeping up
never
with
home.
Petersons. I'll do the dishes.
We're
every
so
once in a
busy.
while,
We're
but-
never home, and it's the worst.
Yeah, that's
our
true.
man.
Yeah, I can't give myself this one.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Spending time with friends. See, I can't give myself this one either. I'm a terrible friend. I'm a terrible friend. Okay, I can give. I think we both do this. Listening to music or podcasts.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
How about taking time for yourself every day? You know what? I take too much time. See?
I nap.
I do. I do this. I go for a run.
Me. It's me time because I'm always.
Yeah, I can give myself that one.
I know. I need to rest.
Okay. Oh, this next one, I'm not. Getting enough sleep. That's like the most important thing for
I got
your, like,
4
your
last
healthiness.
night, guys.
You got
Shout out
4.
to Lauren Hill for taking her time getting to that stage.
Yep, getting enough sleep is
4
so important.
hours of sleep.
We need 7 to 8 hours. Number 2 is watching TV and movies. And number 1 was spending time with your family. All right? So let's see. 1, 2.
It's not even it's not a work life. It's just a well-rounded life.
4, 5, 6. I got 6 out of 10. What'd you get? What'd you get, bro?
I got 1 more than you.
Oh, you got 7? You got 1 more than me?
Yeah, dude.
Which one did you get?
No, it is.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess you did. Yeah. Number 8. That's not in my life. Very uncomfortable right now. It's true. You got 1 more.
I didn't want
6. I would have had 7.
I didn't want to say. But I mean, if you're asking.
Okay. Yep. Well, yeah, Steve-O's got a pretty well-rounded life, looks like, and I don't. So, but you know what? Someday we'll hopefully make that change, and we'll be on the way to greatness.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Oh,
Don't touch me.
Okay. Just, trying to
Wrong.
help you be well-rounded. I'm just.
You're very well-rounded. You
just
are.
Give you all that attention you need, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Are you lonesome tonight?
On that note, we'll take a break.
Do you miss me?
I'm gonna leave. Goodbye.
Are you sorry we drifted?
Over 40 million Americans suffer from an anxiety disorder. Skip Heitzig drills down on this epidemic.
Anxiety is a thief. It steals your thoughts, it steals your peace, it steals your confidence, it steals your joy.
And now, Skip puts his finger on the core cause of an anxious heart. Listen up.
If you don't live with an anchor of faith, you're going to drift in a sea of anxiety.
Hotspot. Want more from Skip? Visit connectwithskip.com. You will get your wish.
The thought here is to redirect your energy and replace your anxiety. With what? With what? With prayer. In everything by prayer, supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God.
Also, subscribe to the Skip Heitzig podcast and keep current with his most recent teachings.
When you're tempted to worry, worship. When you're burdened, bow. Because when you do that, you are focusing now on God's greatness. Your thought gets off of the concern to carry you, and it gets on to God and His greatness.
Hotspot. Here's a solar flare from Alistair Begg. There is no one who is insignificant in the purpose of God. You're on Star 88.
Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. I've been down this road before. Now I know which way to go. You can try to drag me down, but I'll be living in the clouds. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. You just gotta.
Yeah. I want it like I need to breathe. Yeah. Make it clear like I need to see. Woo. As a kid, mama told me sky's the limit till you hit it. Like King Griffey to the fences. Out the park, hit and run. That's my drive. It's a vibe, been that way all my life. Yeah, I shut it down when I shine with the truth. Yeah, I ride with the crew. Gave my life to the truth. Testify. Walk on water like the son of man. Understand? I'll never drown. Take a hit, never quit. Might be down, but never out. There are days that I fail, and the train's off the rail. Through the pain we prevail. Tell them you just gotta live.
Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. I've been down this road before. Now I know which way to go. You can try to drag me down, but I'll be living in the clouds. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. Just gotta live. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live.
Living till there's nothing left. Lean on. We need you like there's no one else. Ain't nobody out here more like you. And with you that broke the mold, and ain't no more like you. That's for sure. I can't drop out like the top down on the coat. Tell them watch out when I walk, I make a move. Sunday morning with my hands up, like they got the handcuffs. Searching for some answers since mama passed the cancer. And my sister left Seattle with a one-way ticket home. Hope she holding Jason, teaching him to speak some more. I know, gotta keep it going. Yeah, that's all it told me. Tell them you can make it when you know the one and only.
Burning right beyond the fire. You were born to win, yeah, you're a fighter. Don't let your light just fade away. You just gotta live.
You just gotta live. You just gotta live.
You just gotta live.
You just gotta live.
I just wanna live.
He wants you to live.
You just gotta live. Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. Yeah. I just wanna live.
Now, a Star 88 PowerPoint. Here's Francis Chan.
Now, what does that do to you? I know some of you grew up in church, so you're used to hearing the word God. And you say it over and over and over, and you lose its meaning when we say that word God. We're talking about a being who right now is so different from us that if he tore the roof off of this Colosseum and he let us look at his face, we would all die immediately. We're talking about a being who's allowing us to live right now and determines whether we make it through this meeting. When we say God, we're talking about a being sitting on his throne in unapproachable light, with lightning and thunder and fire all around his throne, and 100 million angels all saying, "Worthy, worthy are you."
That was Francis Chan on Star 88 with a PowerPoint.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
The fate
fate of the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein very much in the air.
That's after reports that Rosenstein was at the White House to either resign or get fired.
Now we know that the president's going to talk with him on Thursday.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, he vowed he would not back down after a second woman came forward to accuse him of sexual misconduct in the 1980s.
I'm not going to let false accusations drive us out of this process.
For the once beloved Bill Cosby, prison could be his next act. Prosecutors asked the judge to sentence the 81-year-old to 5 to 10 years behind bars.
An Indiana school bus driver was arrested for allegedly allowing students to drive.
Congress is now considering ordering the FAA to set minimum legroom and seat size standards.
18-year-old Aldi Novell Adelang was rescued after a storm sent his wooden fishing raft adrift for 49 days.
A huge day for Scrabble players. 300 new words have been approved by Hasbro, which makes the game. And players love two-letter words, so okay can just be okay, played, and also you, just EW.
You ever play Scrabble, bro?
Yeah.
The Scrabs. Yeah, I need more details on that headline that they just talked about in the news. Indiana school bus driver caught on video allegedly allowing kids as young as 11 to drive her vehicle.
This is insanity.
Now, was it on her lap?
Like when you let a little kid like sit in your lap and...
But that would make it a little more weird as
they were
well,
like
because if
11
it's not
years
your
old.
kid,
Yeah.
and you're having some other kid on your lap driving the bus, let's find out. Let's get some more details, okay? According to the police statement, Joandria, 27, let the children drive her bus Thursday. She dropped students off after school. They arrested her Friday.
Okay.
And let's see. No details. Okay. Thank you for all the. She got arrested.
It's immediate.
Oh wait, we got video.
Oh,
let's watch. Let's see what happens here. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
she's letting the kids
a child drive a bus.
Oh my gosh.
She is letting a child drive the bus.
Yeah, she is. Okay. Yep, she sure is.
It's all good. I'm letting her
Look
stop it.
Look at the kid drive.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the kid drive.
I'm letting her stop it. Michael, stop.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Don't tell no other adults about it.
Don't tell nobody about it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, all the other kids are like filming.
Well, guys, where are your children today?
Yeah. Yep.
Hope you're feeling good about who's driving your kids to school.
There were, growing up, and I don't know if it was this way with you in school, but the two creepy people
in your life?
in school
Yeah.
were the bus driver and the janitor.
Janitor, yes. Bus driver, no. My bus driver was very scary and mean. She was terrifying.
So either creepy or scary.
Yeah, she was terrifying.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. I was terrified of her. But she made it known, like, you did not mess around on her bus.
Yeah.
Like, you did not.
Did she slam on the brakes if somebody was standing up? Guy had a bus driver do that once.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's like if you didn't sit down, she'd hit the brakes, and we'd all like, oh!
No, she was very real. She would stop the bus. Oh man, she was terrifying.
Oh my gosh, there's just videos of these
Judy?
kids driving.
What
Look
was
at this
her
kid.
name?
This kid is just driving down the road. 11 years old.
Yeah.
The students and parents immediately came forward with this information.
Could you imagine being a kid and all of a sudden she was like, honey, don't worry about it. Don't tell nobody.
Ha, don't say nothing.
We're just going to let Audra drive us to Michael's stop. It'll be okay. I'd be like, oh my gosh. And this is how I die.
Yeah.
This is how I die. Because she's like showing her.
She's showing her how to do it.
She's showing her the brakes
Yep.
and the gas pedal. And this little girl is just taking the wheel.
She's just taking the wheel, and the wheel is so much bigger because it's a giant bus wheel, and so it's this little thing just behind the wheel, just right. You know, you're teaching them how to drive.
Here's the thing, man. In the day and age of technology and like cell phones, Why do people still do really, really stupid things? Like, this is a real question. Because more often than not, somebody's going to be filming this. So why? Like, obviously she's facing charges. What kind of trouble is she in now?
Shocking video of a school bus driver caught on camera appearing to allow students as young as 11 drive the bus. Parents are demanding answers as the driver faces charges. ABC's Gio Benitez has the story.
Oh, Gio.
Okay. First, we gotta do.
You guys have to see this if you haven't yet.
There you go.
It's quite.
What you're looking
quite
at is a child behind the wheel of a school bus
There.
Thursday. The actual bus driver, a 27-year-old, apparently teaching her and 2 others how to drive it.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm letting her stop at Michael stop.
The children ages 11, 13, and 17. Police say Joandra McCaddy allowed the 3 students to drive her bus in a rural area as they dropped other kids off after school.
It's a cool story. How pumped would you be as a kid if your the bus lady said, "Hey, you want to drive the bus?" Would you have done
Michael
it?
stop?
Would you have done it?
Yeah, I would.
Heck yeah! Woo!
Of course
I'll
I
drive.
would. But see, that's the problem. She's dealing with children. Of course they're going to say
Yeah,
yes.
of course, yeah. It's not their fault.
Can we do this every day?
By the time McCaddy showed up at the school bus barn to pick up her next check, police were there waiting, arresting her, and charging her with neglect of a dependent. Maddie and Isabel are not the girls in the video, but they regularly ride McCaddy's bus. They told us they are in shock the bus driver allowed 2 girls their age to drive.
I bet they're the snitches.
She's a grown adult, and I mean,
She makes her own decisions.
yeah, she should be smart enough to make the right decision.
Maddie's dad is outraged.
You can imagine the horror that you could think of that could have happened if that little girl that was driving accidentally hit the gas pedal instead of the brake pedal and ran the bus into a tree.
The school says in a statement, the Porter Township School Corporation is angered and disappointed in the actions of this driver.
Well, yeah.
The bus company, First Student, adding, behavior such as this is completely unacceptable.
Yeah, we know. Of course it is. Yeah, she's fired, and she's going to be, she's facing
some time
some
in the
charges.
clink.
Yeah. Yep, felony neglect. Way to go.
Somebody said, but are they driving down a backcountry road? Because you know that bus driver is the kid's favorite. And it's true. You look in there in the middle of nowhere. It's like a dirt road.
Yeah.
Does it make it acceptable?
But the thing is, Dad brings up a good point. What if, it
girl hits
happened
the
to hit a
gas
tree?
instead of the brake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It could go bad pretty fast. So, because there's a difference when you allow your child to sit on your lap. When you've done that, right? Have you done that with any of your kids?
Yeah, but I still had my hand on the
exactly
like when they were little,
right?
And you're in a parking lot, and you're like, oh, you're driving,
exactly.
But really, my hands are never leaving
and
the steering wheel.
Every time my grandpa or my dad let me do it, we were always like in a back road somewhere on a dirt road, no traffic.
Dude, we had 3 different people text in. Is that Stephen Christian doing the reporting? Is that news guy Stephen Christian?
It kind of did sound like him a little bit.
Hilarious.
Huh? Yeah. Let's see.
Acceptable and totally at odds with what we stand for as a company.
Like
the
Stephen
driver
Christian.
has been terminated.
Oh, good. Well, that's good.
Somebody said this is crazy. You do realize you need a CDL to drive a school bus. How did a woman like this even obtain one? Oh, what? You're saying women can't drive with CDL?
Yeah.
They can't get CDL license?
Mm-hmm. Hey, good
Somebody
morning.
said-
go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
No, take
you
the call.
first.
No,
No,
take it.
okay.
No, you first.
Oh, you know what? You first.
No, go ahead.
Hello. Go ahead. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, hi.
So, if Stephen Christian's going to do the news, I should be able to do it too.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm a professional.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
I mean,
That guy totally did sound like Stephen. Totally.
Yeah. You know what? I think he did too. What do you think, man? You think this teacher should be, or the school bus driver should be fired?
Well, yeah, probably.
Here's the thing. People are chiming in left and right because they looked up the area and they said, come on, population 9,367. This is what you do in the country.
That's true. I mean, when you live in the country, you start driving when you're 4.
Yeah.
Just ask Dex.
No, it's honestly true.
That is true.
It's very true.
Somebody else said, but major issues here. You have to have a CDL to drive a school bus. To allow someone to drive your CDL vehicle is a huge violation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the country.
Yeah, see, and
What
that's
are you
what
gonna
other
do,
people are
hit a cow?
saying. Yeah. Somebody said in all caps, I'm okay with this.
Wow.
Like, this is what happened to the days of grandpa or dad letting you drive the car around the block on their lap. Of course, this girl was not on her lap.
But it's
she
different.
was just driving the school bus.
It's different because, okay, if a parent is going to allow their child to do it, it's different than a school bus driver.
That's true.
Taking the responsibility of letting somebody else's child drive a
We're
bus.
freaking parents out. Another parent just chimed and said, "Great, I just put my kids on the bus.
Oh,
Thanks for the
gosh.
story." Starts helicopter
The bus is the
lawnmower.
worst.
Yeah.
It's where everybody gets
Yeah.
bullied. It's where, the school bus driver usually is mean or just really creepy.
Yep.
Right, Buck?
It's not like they were navigating the mean streets of Albuquerque.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
You're
They're
okay
like on a
with this.
dirt road.
You're okay with this.
Yeah. You know what, man? My dad taught me to drive. He took me out on dirt roads and was like, "Here you go. Don't spin the tires."
Yep, and don't spill my
know?
beer, he probably said while he's holding, my dad. I remember him back in the day, you used to be able to, like, drink and drive, which is kind of weird.
Dude, see, this is a bus, man. See, Caleb's right. Like, this is a bus. Other people are on this. Grandpa's not teaching you how to drive a car. You are transporting children.
Yeah, but the bus is only going like 5 miles an hour. It's not like it's going very fast. And they
drive really slow.
And the bus driver's right there. So if anything happens, you know what? I don't think this lady should be arrested.
Oh, man.
I don't think you should be arrested. Maybe. I mean, come on.
Too far to
if you have a job, you should do your job, whether you have a CDL or not.
Yeah.
So you're okay with this, but you think that she should have gotten arrested. That doesn't make any sense.
I do not think she should have gotten arrested.
Oh,
she
okay,
shouldn't
sorry.
have not gotten arrested.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm going to need to talk to Britt because she said that my son regularly drives the kids around on Fridays. So we're going to have a talk
Wow.
real quick. Yeah.
Did you ever have, were any of your bus drivers, were they normal people or were they always kind of mean and creepy?
No, they were all really odd people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Always. Smoking Pall Malls, yelling at you.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
It was, my bus drivers, honestly, were very akin to the bus drivers from the Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, me too. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's how my bus drivers were. You remember when what's his name? Chris Farley was the school bus driver.
Yeah.
In Billy Madison.
They're always just ready to just lose it.
Yeah.
Any
No shouting on the bus.
Yeah, they're always on edge all the time.
Yeah.
My bus driver always slammed on the brakes if anybody stood up while the bus was moving down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had that kid that was kind of being obnoxious, and the bus driver would do a brake check, so the kid would bounce his head off the back of the seat.
Gosh.
Yep.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Schools, they need to really look into janitors and school bus drivers a little bit more. Maybe,
Yeah, for sure. How are you guys doing today? How's everything going?
Good, man.
It's a great day, man.
We're here.
It's beautiful outside. You
Yeah.
know, show's almost over. It's going to be a great day.
Uh-huh.
How about you?
Show's not almost over. You said like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's almost over.
We're in the final lap, man. This is it.
The home stretch?
Yeah.
All right, well, I just wanted to call in and,
Yeah.
say Godspeed to you both.
Oh,
and also
thanks,
with you.
man.
And also with you.
Love you, dude.
Yeah.
Love you.
Still need that assistant? Still need that assistant position filled? Or
When are we going to do Cheaters Hotel? Are we going to do Cheaters Hotel sometime? Maybe,
soon.
maybe we could.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I actually ran into a local newscaster that used to come in and do our show all the time at the YIM yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And, I was chatting with her, and she volunteered to come in and, do my show with me.
Oh, wow.
She's like, I want to come do your show with you. It'd be fun.
That's cool. Maybe we could do Dumpsville. We could bring Dumpsville back.
Ooh, Dumpsville was good.
Confrontations. That was fun.
Dumpsville, I think, could be a bit you guys could do as well, because, I mean, really, I think it's kind of biblically based, I mean, you have men that that help you out in your life, that you look up to as, like, big brother and father figures.
Yep.
And if you happen to be in a situation where you're having a hard time getting out of, the two of you could help them eradicate that issue.
I know, man. I hear you, but it was kind of our thing. This is the Buck and Dex, things. I don't know.
It could be Buck. It could be Dex and Steve-O. It's fine. Steve-O and Dex, whatever you guys call yourselves.
Wow, I see how you cherish our memories, our bits.
Oh man, thanks
so
for,
willing
thanks
to throw
for
them.
calling. Thanks for
so
calling.
willing to throw them away
Got a
like
good
that.
topic going, so we're
All
gonna
right,
move
well,
on.
I guess I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye now.
What?
Don't know who that was, guys. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, local news.
Oh no, I'm just.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of shocked that Buck thinks it's okay for a school bus driver to let an 11-year-old drive a bus down a road.
Shout out to good bus drivers like Carrie, who actually podcasts our show and is a live listener during the summers. Most caring driver up in Aztec, New Mexico.
Listen, we're sorry. Not all bus drivers are weird and creepy and mean. Okay?
Somebody said my bus driver was about 90 when he drove for me. He's still the same age 20 years later.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. My middle school bus driver was busted for selling pot to kids on the bus.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
So, just so you know, everyone had that bus driver, apparently. Yeah. Somebody said CDL regulations are heavy for a reason. No bending it because it's the country. That's a bad excuse that could be used in a ton of places on the interstate. I don't want a precedent set for bad 18-wheeler drivers.
Yeah, people that have their CDL license, they're freaking out.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I'm a Class A CDL driver with all my hazmat endorsements, and letting a child drive that bus is a hazard in and of itself. Bad idea.
Okay. If it was, let's say it was a van. Or a short bus.
Okay.
Do you have to have a CDL to drive a short bus? I'm going to find out.
Simple answer. Is it legal for these children to be in possession of a moving motor vehicle that requires a CDL license? No? Okay, case closed. Somebody said, no way, man. We're all blowing it out of proportion. Sure, it's wrong, but how much danger were they actually in? Somebody else said I would not feel comfortable with my 10-year-old child being on a bus driven by an 11-year-old. Another person said it's one thing to let your own kids do it, but when you let someone else's kid drive your kid around, nope.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yep. See, but others are like, that's country life right there. You learn on the back roads. See, and I'm telling you, yeah. Las Vegas, New Mexico, that's where I learned to drive. 12 years old.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, 11 years old, that's just a few years away from getting your learner's permit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Poor Britt never got to ride a bus. Her childhood was
You never got to ride a
taken from her.
bus?
Just stolen. You didn't miss much. It was really bad.
Honestly, I think that especially here in Albuquerque, you should let your kid, when they get to be teenagers, ride the city bus by themselves.
The city bus?
Yeah. I did that with Caleb. Caleb and his best friend, when they turned, I think it was 14 or 15, I gave them some money, and I said, you know what? You guys go take the bus. If you want to go to the mall, I want you to take the bus. And honestly,
you are
I am a free-range parent. But you know what? Everybody should know how to ride a bus.
Yeah, I get that.
And you're going to learn a lot of life in a short period of time riding that bus.
Yeah. Somebody said school buses don't even have seat belts. Think about that. Like,
I know.
You got
Isn't that weird?
11-year-old.
Has that always been weird to you that buses don't allow seatbelts? So weird.
So that bus in particular, yes, you do need a CDL because if you transport more than 15 people inside of a...
Oh, so maybe a short bus, you don't have to have a CDL.
Maybe. So...
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead, caller.
Hi. My bus driver once showed me how to stop the bus with the air brake.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was still in control?
Because I would always sit up front, so
Okay.
in case he had like a heart attack.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Wow.
Just showed you how to, like, stop the bus, but
see-
didn't relinquish control of the vehicle. So...
No. And then I had another bus driver that was also crazy. He had vampire teeth, so I've been on both sides.
Vampire teeth, huh?
Yeah, like literal sharp, pointy teeth.
Did he always show you guys his vampire
Yeah,
teeth?
he would show us. He had silver hair. He slicked back. He said he was a vampire. It was
Beautiful.
creepy.
Wow, what is it with creepy bus drivers?
Yeah,
Thanks for the call.
Yeah,
Well, the other guy was really cool, so I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Did he ever have a heart attack?
Nope.
That's good. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, bye.
Share your creepy bus driver stories.
Somebody says, I remember my bus driver in high school would pay for emblems, like Cadillac or Mercedes emblems. Do you remember that back in the day when those were big?
No.
People would steal the emblem off the front of cars.
What would they do with them? Put them on their vehicle?
Chains or...
They'd put them on chains?
You don't remember this?
No, I grew up in the
just grow
country,
up
man.
In the ghetto? Okay.
Yeah, I've never, ever.
Dude, Mercedes emblems. My mom drove a Cadillac. Like, that was her thing. She always... And they to a point where the little emblem up front, at one point, finally, they had to, like, make mechanisms that tied it to the horn if you tried to touch it.
No way.
Because they would steal the little hood emblem.
Wow.
Mercedes, Cadillac, whatever. Yep. I cannot believe this bus driver was like, hey, guys, what you got? I'll pay y'all $10 for each hood emblem. See, look at that.
You're right, man. That's crazy.
Just to wear it on their neck. Oh, my gosh, that is so stupid. I forgot all about that. Thank you for the call.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
look at
that's
that.
oh my god. What?
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody said my daughter's 13. She's going to need a husband who can drive.
So weird, man. So weird. Thanks for chiming in, you guys. Shout out to all the bus drivers out there.
Yeah.
Be nice to the kids.
By the way, somebody says I work for a trash company and you have to have a CDL to drive anything with air brakes. Does not matter how many people are on board. So yes, you need a CDL for that bus.
Even a short bus?
I guess so.
All right. Thank you very much. If you guys want to share your creepy school bus driver story, feel free. Text them in. We want to hear all about it.
What about Otto from The Simpsons? All right.
Right?
Love that dude.
All right, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. While some might say physical media is dead and streaming is the future, others would argue to never go digital. I, for one, love the idea of not having all this space taken up with discs. In fact, I've stopped buying physical media in most cases. But one Canadian user posted online about a recent experience with the iTunes store and a slew of missing movies. After a couple of movies went missing from his account, he reached out to iTunes and was told it was a studio licensing issue. He was offered a few rentals in place of a refund. Later, in a press release, Apple has clarified that any movie you've purchased and downloaded will never be removed. But due to licensing and region changes, movies in your iCloud may not always be visible. In the specific case of the Canadian user, he was an Australian user prior to losing his movies. And after changing his region back to Australia, he was able to see the content again. Regardless of the specifics, it should cause some pause. Keeping everything in the cloud does have its drawbacks. Digital rights management has been an issue since day one, and I don't expect things to resolve anytime soon. In the meantime, Apple and other digital providers should implement a two-part notice system. One, telling the customer they may lose licensing rights to the content without a refund, and two, notifying the customer prior to the loss of licensing rights. Oh yeah, and if I pay $20 for a movie and lose the rights to that movie, I think I deserve a refund. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the Techno on Star 88.
A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Lloyd.
We cannot deviate from truth as revealed in Scripture. If you come to me and say, well, I don't believe in the Bible anymore, buddy, we have a problem. Now, if you have a different interpretation of a passage that's not an essential Christian belief than I do, listen, that's not a deal breaker. You're still my brother or my sister in the Lord. So in essentials, unity, but then that saying says in non-essentials, liberty, but in all things, charity or love. And why is unity important? Because it's a powerful witness to non-believers. I think that's one of the great things about our crusades, you know? People walk into a Southern California crusade in Angel Stadium or wherever, and there's every kind of person there. Every age, every race, everything you can think of. Here we all are, setting our minor differences aside and worshiping the Lord. Our country's so divided right now.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Okay, let's hit it. My hands are shaking. There's something between my rib cage that is resonating. The very thing that is keeping me here is hesitating. I'm lost in the light and I'm losing my view on the people I'm facing. If purpose is found where your passion meets posting, my heart is I'll race it. I'll race it. So lock your eyes, there's a place to start, to feel the fire of overheart. Every time I feel my soul unite, I know that I'll be alright. I'm in need of a revelation. So lock your eyes, it's a place to start, to feel the fire of overheart. Every time I feel my soul unite, I know that I'll be alright. So here I am, and I'm falling apart. I need someone to save my heart. Every time I feel my soul unite, I know that I'll be alright. So lock your eyes, it's a place to start, to feel the fire of overheart. Every time I feel my soul unite, I know that I'll be alright. So here I am, and I'm falling apart. I need someone to save my heart. Every time I feel my soul unite, I know that I'll be alright.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dax and Steva on Star 88. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Big Dave, how we feeling?
Huge day. I want it now.
Gotta change my diet now. The doctor says I'm gonna have a coronary. Get that cholesterol down. But Red Bull, Doritos, mac and cheese ain't organic. And I love me some gravy, but I got the diabetes. No doubt I'm fast food crazy, but Baconators are gluten-free.
Cinnabon. Why is everything unhealthy? Papa John's. Calories and counting. I keep throwing it down, choking it down. Give me Oreos and a green bean. Captain Crunch. Why is everything unhealthy? Dex, put down the burrito.
Just a little bite.
Don't.
Just
no,
one
don't.
bite, please.
Don't do it.
I'm so hungry.
It's not worth it. I promise you, put it down.
Please,
no,
just one more
no,
bite.
Not even a taste.
I feel like I'm gonna die,
Knock it
Tam.
off. Dex.
I just need one bite.
Eating churros. All it does is make me heavy. Bean burritos. Why is everything unhealthy? I know it's not all about the outside, but if I don't let go, I'm gonna explode. Mickey D's. Why is everything unhealthy? Why is everything unhealthy? Why is everything unhealthy?
I got the chills during that song. I don't know about you guys. Man, that was one of the best songs we did. That climbed the charts in 2016, and I wish you'd get back there because that was a great song. Here we go. It's time to go.
He's singing again.
Oh boy, no! You see, you threw me off,
So
man.
sorry.
You can't do that.
I'm like, you're hype, man.
You have to learn discipline, dude.
Sorry, bro.
Okay?
Sorry.
I'm sick to death of you just breaking in whenever you feel like talking.
Sorry.
All right? Sorry. Here we go. It's time for the show. I want to do. Now you threw my game off, dude. I can't. I can't even focus anymore. You know?
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Here we go. It's Tuesday now. Tam is coming in to do the show.
Is she though?
Steve-O, you need to do that.
Hi, Tam. Welcome to the show. Oh, it's good to have you. Good to see you.
Whoa, what'd you say?
Good for you.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, guys.
How are you today?
Whew,
Are you awake? Are you alert?
Well, by the sound of my voice.
Oh, no.
Were you singing along last night?
No,
What's
this
wrong
is
with
just
you?
sleep.
Oh.
I think that.
Let's go down. Oh, so you got a sufficient amount of sleep. That's cool. Yeah.
It's not working yet. It was. What were your thoughts?
I'm not saying.
Did you already share your thoughts?
Nope.
What happened?
No, the show last night.
Oh,
We both
Lauryn
went.
Hill.
And
We
saw
both
Lauryn
went
Hill.
to Lauryn Hill. We told you this, Dexy.
A lot of people chimed in.
You
this
didn't
morning.
All my friends on Instagram and Facebook went to the show
A
last
lot
night.
of
didn't
people
meet us on air,
hit
there.
me up on Instagram and chiming in on the show this morning their thoughts, and I disagree with literally everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I haven't heard one positive comment.
About the show
Everybody's
last
talking
night?
about how terrible it was, and I'm like, wow, y'all missed it. Like, can we talk about what she did to her own music? She was so soulful
Okay.
and brilliant.
But you can
What
find
is their
the
main-
redeeming
Nah,
factor
dude.
in everything,
Listen,
bro.
What's their main concern?
She was sick last night. Like, you could tell she was coughing, and she had a rag, and she just kept going, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. And she was still absolutely brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Okay,
Why are you cross-eyed when you talk about it?
Then they're going to hate. They're going to hate my story because I posted her on his story. Okay, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Here's what people are complaining about, and as you know, in watching her, there was a couple things that crossed my mind.
Yeah.
People are complaining about, okay, she didn't do this, this, and this, and this. So she's 20 years later doing this.
Wrong.
So let's add on 20 years. Also, the fact that she still went on the road is a bit of a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And then you've got a woman who's got like 6 kids, right? Like how many kids does she have?
It's
Can we
more
look-
like 10.
Can we look up how many kids
Curmudgeon,
she has?
Stop being so negative.
Can we look up how many kids she has?
Bro.
She's got a 20-year-old.
So when you're a mother, you're also going through tons of things in your mind.
Yeah.
You're on tour. She may have an attitude. We don't know. She may be whatever people are saying she is.
Oh, the whole time she was. I would have hated to have been her sound guy because
Oh
literally the
my
entire
gosh.
show,
She
she's
wants
singing
bass
and
in
she's
the
like, "Bass,
monitors.
and I need this and then this
She
down, put
wants
this up."
them out. She
But
wants
I think about the fact
this.
that, like, when you have allergies and you're like stuffy,
It's the
like
worst.
swirling in your ears, and so she was
Yes.
constantly trying to make it sound.
And in trying to sing when you're sick, it
Yeah.
truly is so hard because you're trying to find the right pitch. The altitude. Let's throw in the altitude.
I caught them 25 years ago at Tingley Coliseum, the Fugees. Wyclef
Yes.
opened the show with his reggae band,
Yeah.
and the Fugees headlined the show.
Really?
Yes, it was phenomenal then, and this was like a 25-year later evolution of. She last night talked about the fact that gospel music, soulful music, she wanted to bridge that gap between the like nasty, crazy, gritty hip hop world that is New York,
And make music about
and make soulful music about love.
L-O-V-E.
And make people have conversations and begin to open their minds and talk about things and be that change. And I'm telling you, like,
yes,
I'm a forever fan. So like, I think people were expecting something else. It was like, oh, it's the 20th anniversary, so she's gonna come out there and she's gonna do the album cover to cover exactly like the album.
Right.
And she evolved in 20 years and has done something so brilliant with her music that. Man, there was like a full band. There was a full band.
And then also, too, when she was doing her stuff, like, that, she literally, so the song starts, this is crazy how she does this. So remember the last show, I think I may have even, this is the song that I said on, when I was rapping on air. And she says, the second verse is dedicated to the men.
Yeah.
So that's how it starts, right?
Yeah.
So the music goes on this beat. The second verse is dedicated to the men who are concerned with his rims and his Timbs and his women.
Yeah.
So she goes and starts to do this, right?
Yeah.
Well, what she did was the beat's still going, and when you start it, you say, the second verse is, and she came in the second, she hesitated.
Yeah.
This may mean nothing to you, but the timing of this song
Yeah.
and the way in which she can formulate words
Yeah.
and the timing that she wants to come in and come out and her hesitancy and how she is hesitancy a word? It is now.
Yes.
And so how she was like pulling back and going forward, and it was really, really awesome because it's a very unique and talent. It requires talent to do so.
Yep.
So her rhythm is impeccable.
Yep.
Like her timing was just beautiful. And then you've got her singing on top of her rapping, and she rapped at an incredible rate.
Yep.
And when she was rapping, you could still hear what she was saying. Is this because I know the songs? Yes. To somebody else who didn't know the songs, maybe it was a little bit muffled.
Yeah.
But the point is that she still stayed on key. She was still like totally tight on all of the songs. I mean, all of the words that she was saying. And she was in tune with her band. Oftentimes you'll see people on tour and they're doing all this stuff and they're looking at their band and they're on tracks and clicks in their head.
Yeah.
So I don't want to mean like shatter everyone's dreams, but there's things called tracks and clicks that you can put inside of your in-ears that you wear, those things they put in their ears, and they play the song for you. And they have background music and tracks and things like that. They pick up the dead spots of what other people aren't going to play or aren't going to sing. And she didn't just go from track to track to track like Steve was saying.
Right.
She changed things.
Yep.
And that was really cool because when she changed them, she didn't change them to easier.
Right.
She changed it to harder.
And for people complaining, because like she did take a long time to get out there.
She did.
She took an hour to get back out there.
It was a little
She
much.
was sick. I'm thinking maybe she wasn't gonna Clay, here's the thing. She's only done an encore in 2 cities, Portland, Oregon, and Albuquerque, New Mexico, where she doesn't feel well. But she still did a Fugees track. I was bummed because the encore in Portland, she did Ready or Not.
Ready or Not?
Yes.
I was waiting for that so bad.
Oh, me too. But I got to see it. I got to see it 25 years ago.
So here's the thing, though. I stayed till the very end.
Me too.
Did you stay till she came out?
Oh, no. You mean like after the 10 minutes of everybody chanting and screaming her name? I
Yes.
did not.
So they chant and scream.
Yeah.
She comes out and does another song. And then she finishes, goes backstage. They turn all the lights on.
Yeah.
She goes back, takes a couple drinks of water, and comes back out on stage and walks down onto the speakers. And the people are holding her, like her bodyguards are holding her back, security was. So she wouldn't fall because she's a tiny little thing.
She's tiny. Yeah.
Wow. And then she was shaking everyone's hands. She was signing anything and everything people threw on the stage. She signed it and gave it back. She took selfies of people's phones. She took about another 30 minutes just to be with whoever was at the front.
Okay, that's cool. I love that.
So I thought that even though it was a little disrespectful, she never said like, "Hey, I'm really sorry." She was just said, "Through the cold, I still come out here."
Yeah.
And so that was kind of like insinuating that, she was saying sorry.
Yeah.
But then when she said sorry through actions was by doing an encore and by staying afterwards and leaning forward and shaking people's hands, and people were crying and freaking out.
Yeah.
There was someone behind me who was a little pushy because everyone was pushing, trying to get to the front.
Trying to get to the front.
And at some point, I just thought, this isn't worth a person. Unless it's Jesus, of course, and I want to touch his garment. But but I just thought, if I can get close enough for her to sign something or whatever. My mom was like, "Take off your jacket, let her sign your jacket." Like I was like,
"Take off your jacket." Your mom.
Love this jacket. Like,
I know, right?
It was
I don't
cute.
want
Did
her
you see my
sharpening
jacket?
up my jacket.
Did
yeah,
you
I
see
did.
my?
We were literally eight seats away from each other, Tam and I.
8 seats and 2,500 people away from each other.
Yep.
And so I think that it was cool that she came out afterwards. But also at some point, like, it was just like too much, and so I didn't get her autograph or anything like that. I did video her saying hey and shaking hands and stuff. So I mean,
cool.
I was like right up in her face.
Well, see, okay, so if you're just joining us, we're talking about the show last night. Lauryn Hill was in concert, 20th anniversary of the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. She was a famous hip-hop artist back in the 90s with her band, the Fugees. Then she went solo, and she was here last night for that show. I thought it was good that we talked about it anyways, because earlier this morning, we were talking about Lauren Daigle. Lauren Daigle dropped her new album, and she's
Look up, child.
number 3 on Billboard.
Number 3.
Dude, Paul McCartney and Eminem beat her, and she beat everyone else. We're talking Drake. We're talking, like, she is number 3 on Billboard.
Okay.
Already top-selling Christian artist in female Christian artist in 20 years.
Well,
like,
duh.
she's doing something that people haven't realized. And
I think we have it recorded somewhere that when Lauren Daigle came out with her stuff.
Yep.
She was just on YouTube. Okay, she was just on YouTube. I found this beautiful child. She's my age. On YouTube.
Yeah, she's 27.
And I happened to be I was looking up.
You founded Lauren Daigle?
I founded Lauren Daigle. Can we put that down? Write that down. Put that in a contract. I was looking up songs to sing. You know that song? Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Okay, that song.
Yeah.
I was looking up girls who sing this song so that I could check keys. And I could try to find like a really good key because I can usually just find a key and say, well, what's this? What's this? But when I hear someone, like I hear a girl sing it and it's just like powerful, I want to know what key she's singing in.
Yeah.
So I happen to look up Lord, I Need You, and I see this girl pop up. And I'm like, dang, this girl can sing. Like, who is this girl? And this is when she like first put the video out. And it just had like a few, like maybe a few thousand views.
Yeah.
And I looked at it again. Like a year later.
75 million.
It was like off the chart.
Dude, we were looking at videos this morning, and it was like in the tens of millions, all of her stuff.
It's so much. And here's what's so cool. Like, she's coming in February.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get to go to Din Din.
She's amazing.
And so I'm excited to just kind of talk to her a little bit because a girl that I know who
Don't
played
fall asleep, Dex. I know she's going.
She played drums for Lauren.
Yeah.
And so
I remember this.
she was on tour with them and just told me how great Lauren is. She's like, you have to meet Lauren. And she was like, the two of you, when you meet each other, you're just going to be like, you're going to know. And I'm
Can
like,
I
what
talk
does that
about
even
my
mean?
topic? That was just a transition.
Lauren Daigle, he'll
I can't. Like, it's hard.
just go.
No, but this is why I think conversations like this are important. I think this is why we both enjoyed the show last night, actually.
Yes.
Because KRS-One was here a few weeks ago at Sister Bar, and he was talking about hip-hop and the purpose of hip-hop. And hip, to be hip on something, the knowledge of something, to have that knowledge.
And then to hop.
And hop is to move.
Yes.
To be alive,
So
to
the
be
hip-
vibrant, and to
hop,
move
the hippie,
around.
the hippie,
yeah.
the hip,
So
hip,
it's like we're constantly moving forward. We're constantly growing in our knowledge and our
Right.
wisdom. Right. As Christians, we are using a biblical lens as we do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's important that artists like the Lauryn Hills and the Lauren Daigles of the world continue to do things, because
Yes.
we're clearly hungry for it when we
Mhm.
see it.
And also too, kind of you're sort of like treading on taking risks, because Lauren Daigle, if you notice, her new album Look Up Child is so different than her other albums. And this was, in talking to one of her guys, I was like, what, like, I'm so excited. I've only heard 2 songs. And he's like, this is what Lauren has been wanting to do.
Yeah.
Like, she's loved what she's done before. She's been doing so great.
Yeah.
And it's been great. But the issue is like, now you're going to jump out on a limb and you're going to do this new thing and you're going to sound different. And some people are going to hate it because they don't want that Louisiana slang like going on. And some people do. And she did it.
Yeah.
And look where she's at. Like, I understand that prayer is a huge part for her.
Yep.
I understand that she is giving this stuff up to the Lord. And she really is. Like, her music is surrounding God himself. It really is.
Surrounded by his glory?
It's
coming in!
It's all of it's poured into her music. And so with that just shows that, like, when you have the favor of God, nothing's going to stop you.
Yeah.
And so then why not do what God put in you and then do it well? You know what I mean? Because you're going to have haters all around you. But she's number 3. Who's, like, the only other person that's beating her is, who did you say?
Paul McCartney and Eminem.
So there's Paul McCartney, Need I Say More,
Right.
and Marshall Mathers, who I've been praying for 10 years. Like, give me a break.
Yeah. Yep.
Just throwing it out there.
There we go.
Dex, why weren't you at the
We
concert
need
last
more
night?
people out there that do help out others.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that kid nailed
Couldn't
it.
have said it.
Man.
That's Asthma Warrior.
In like 8 words, too. Man.
That's right, Mom.
Just going to work on
I
that.
didn't go to the show last night because A, it's a school night, because I really care about the morning show.
Oh, okay.
And 2,
School night.
4 hours of sleep.
Well, don't really care about Lauryn Hill.
That's
okay.
Yeah, what?
No,
Different
I'm not
strokes,
even mad.
bro.
Yeah.
Different strokes. It's cool.
Yeah, so my friend that I brought with my mom, like, she's the one who got to shake Lauren's hand. And and she's not even like as big as a fan as I am. Like, when we went to Arizona, we took this trip to go see her family and stuff, and I was jamming out to Lauryn Hill. Like, I knew every word. She's looking at me like, who are you? Like, where did this come from? And I was like, oh, I have this little bit of a, like, this thing that I just love. Like, I don't know. Because she was one of my inspirations when I was younger. And her voice is so beautiful. I love when she sings. She's a great rapper, but I love when she sings. Come on.
Because with us, it's all about harmony. Harmony.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What are people saying? Anybody saying anything before we move on to this 7-year-old that sang the national anthem?
Beck is obsessed with Lauren Daigle these days. Her Christmas album will be on repeat, voice like butter.
Yep.
Butter.
It is
Seth
like
and
butter.
Britt left after the first song, and I just don't even know how I can be friends. I don't understand that.
But they have.
Hey, she's nursing, guys.
Yeah,
she's nursing.
Did they have a babysitter?
Oh, that might be it. Yeah, I felt really bad. Heidi was our babysitter. So I'm texting her at like 10:30 going, hey, she's like just getting going, and it's late.
But the kids were asleep anyway, right?
Yeah, she was like,
that would
I'm
just
watching
be like
Friends, have fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm like, she could just sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Dex?
Did you
got
have
the
a
floor.
topic, though?
No, you've got the floor. Why?
I thought you said you had a
would
topic.
you allow her to take over?
No, you, Steve-O.
No.
You said you had a topic, dude.
No, I was trying to, and then it was
I'll
a
never
really
take
long
over.
conversation about Lauren Daigle, and I was like, well, I just wanted to talk about how we're like hungry
Doesn't
for
it-
soulful,
does it feel so strange when people just
important
interrupt
music
you
that
and sort of
causes
take-
us
Hey,
to
I had
actually
great
reflect
points to
and
say
think
about Lauren.
Dad.
I had great points to say about Lauren and Lauren.
Thanks.
They both spell their name very differently.
Please stop talking.
Thank you.
Getting damn. Love you. I wanted to play this for you, Tim, because you have sang the national anthem.
Did you call me Tim?
Yeah, Tim.
Yes, Tim.
Tim, if you could listen to this 7-year-old and, you know, judge her on her
Just
performance.
judge her. We're going to, speaking of, yes.
Again, she's 7.
So
What's
we do
her
best
name?
as Christians.
Her name is Malia Emma.
Okay, never heard.
7 years old, sang in front of everybody at the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, she won a contest
Soccer
to
game.
sing the national anthem before the LA Galaxy soccer game on Sunday, and she, well, we'll find out. Just getting that pitch.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Oh my gosh.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the red.
What do you think? What? Oh,
I was like, why
it buffered.
you
It buffered. You know what? Can I just get to the end?
Oh my
Let me
God.
get to the
No,
end. Here.
she's about to hit the
O'er
end.
the land of the free. And the home of the brave.
That growl, though.
That was
My
awesome.
gosh.
How cool was
that
that?
7-year-old growl.
That was so good. What'd you think? What'd you think?
Do I have something?
I
But my favorite
mean-
part is when she says, "And the home"
Yeah.
is my
And
favorite
the
part.
home, yeah.
It's like
7-year-old
adorable.
sweet like enunciation.
Oh my god. That's right, right there.
I've never heard anybody sing it like that
She
before.
just, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever heard anybody growl like that in the national anthem? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
7 years old.
She's 7 years old. This is the thing. If you have a 7-year-old and your child doesn't sing like that, I wouldn't beat yourself up. Definitely not at all.
Stephanie said there was also this the cutest little Asian girl who sang for a soccer game in Los Angeles. She was amazing. Yeah, dude, that's who we're talking about.
That's what we're talking
I
about,
think it's the
man.
same girl. I think it's the same.
It's the
girl.
same game. It was an LA Galaxy
Yeah, I think it's the
soccer game.
exact same.
Beautiful, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that beautiful?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
It's good.
there was a woman who asked me to give her daughter voice lessons this past weekend, and I asked her how old she was. Oftentimes, children shouldn't take voice lessons until they're
Right.
about 12 years old. Between 10 and 12, it's just it can be sketchy because you don't want to damage their vocal cords either.
Yeah.
You don't want to start like manipulating their vocal cords in a direction that they're not naturally going. And so sometimes people want to get their kids in voice lessons, and it's not always a bad thing, but sometimes you just have to wait.
Yeah.
But when your kid sounds like that, like you can say like, hey, here's where the pitch goes, here's where this happens. Like they can hear it and they can feel it. That child is a prodigy. That was incredible.
I have something else to play for you guys because I
Okay.
saw this yesterday, and I just about lost it when I heard this.
Tell
'cause
me.
I'm a fan of Michael Jackson. I know you guys love MJ, and
I had to go see Janet because Michael was gone.
I know The Voice, Romania.
Okay.
There was a contestant on The Voice in Romania.
Yeah.
Check this out.
What about sunrise?
Whoa.
Yeah. Michael Jackson ain't dead.
Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was chosen one? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we shed?
That dude's got braces.
Did he?
Yes, sorry. I noticed things.
Let's hear him hit this note.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're gonna make us keep watching it. No, oh gosh. We get it, he sounds like MJ. We get it.
Go to the end.
It's the voice. This is what they do.
Here we go. You ready? He's gonna hit it.
Yeah.
I think
pretty
they
good.
put
They
What'd you
doubled it.
think,
they
Tam?
didn't put a they
Was he
didn't
lip syncing?
No, but they did put an effect on his voice. Could you hear that little
Really?
tinny thing at the end?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes that borderlines into a voice corrector.
Hmm.
But anyway, that dude is like, he sounds a little more powerful than Michael, but
Yeah, Bogdan
but
Lone
like
is his
wow,
name.
old
Yeah.
Bogdan's really
Good
throwing
old
it
Bogdan.
down.
Good old Bogdan.
I like when you do musical things when I'm here.
You like that? See?
It's such therapy to my soul.
Okay.
Why haven't you ever given me voice lessons? Huh?
You've never asked for them.
Oh my god.
See, there it is. There it is. You
Gosh.
can do it. You
It's
have a
pretty
good ear. You sometimes ignore what your gift is.
Thanks, man.
But I don't want you to ignore it anymore. You need to embrace it.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh,
You're absolutely
man, look at the
welcome.
time. We gotta go to break.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta
Tam's
take a
here.
break.
Tam's here, guys. Quality Tam is back on Tuesdays at 9. How you feeling? Feeling all right?
I feel good.
Good. Good, good, good.
I feel good.
Good.
I feel good.
Okay, good. We'll talk about a new trend on
feel-
Instagram.
I feel.
And we're going to
feel-
talk about therapy.
I feel good.
New kind of therapy out there. It's not premarital. It's therapy that has to do with your in-laws.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? Therapy's good. We know this, right?
I love psychology.
Yeah, that's right. That's your major, isn't it?
Yeah, psychology and communication. Double major, baby.
Wow. All right, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Our words, because they are valuable, words of life, words of blessing, or words of honor should come from our mouths as believers and followers of Christ. We should present beautiful words to the world. Our words are not only beautiful, but our words are powerful. Powerful. The power of life or death is in our words. But Proverbs 10:11 says, "The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence." These words that we speak are like a refreshing. When we listen and learn from the counsel of a wise person, it is like taking a soothing drink. When we respond positively to the wisdom of God, to the Word of God in our lives, then it is like drinking deeply of the fountain of life.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT. Here's a solar flare from Jensen Franklin. Forgiveness is not about keeping score. It's about losing count. A Star 88 solar flare.
Don't like the way that I've become, living with nothing changing. I found the strength to stop the lies and give my life new meaning. What's the use of living a lie if this world it runs on time? Oh, if I should find that I don't need to fight. You say I'm strong but I'm weak. Don't need anything but I need you right now. you need, say what you want, darling, please. Say what you please, call what you choose, who will it be? You say I'm strong but I'm weak, don't need a thing but I need you right now, you right now. You say I'm strong but I'm weak, don't need a thing but I need you right now.
Rich Wilkerson Jr. reminds us that if we desire to lead, we must first learn to follow.
When we come to church, what I'm doing right now, this is called preaching, okay? Preaching means to proclaim. And this is quite different from a lot of different things that happen all across our world. What we're doing today is on Sunday, people all over the world right now are listening to someone open up God's word and then proclaim the truth of God. And the Bible talks about that there's power in our preaching. The Bible says at the cross, it's foolishness to those that are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. And here's what I love about our God. All of us, come on. All of us can be on this different faith journey, but even though we're on this different faith journey, God is so big that he can speak intimately to each and every one of us on our journey. And as we preach, God speaks to us.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
The fate of the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein very much in the air.
That's after reports that Rosenstein was at the White House to either resign or get fired.
Now we know that the president's going to talk with him on Thursday.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, he vowed he would not back down after a second woman came forward to accuse him of sexual misconduct in the 1980s.
I'm not going to let false accusations drive us out of this process.
For the once beloved Bill Cosby, prison could be his next act. Prosecutors asked the judge to sentence the 81-year-old to 5 to 10 years behind bars.
An Indiana school bus driver was arrested for allegedly allowing students to drive.
Congress is now considering ordering the FAA to set minimum legroom and seat size standards.
18-year-old Aldi Novell Adelang was rescued after a storm sent his wooden fishing raft adrift for 49 days.
A huge day for Scrabble players. 300 new words have been approved by Hasbro, which makes the game. And players love two-letter words, so okay can just be okay, played, and also you, just EW.
I don't know what it's going to say, Tam. I just really don't know.
We really don't know, Cameron. Would you like your coffee back?
Guys, we're watching a panda eat bamboo on one of these YouTube Live videos.
Oh, it is
and it's
adorable.
the cutest thing ever.
It's
my
really
gosh.
ridiculous and not
Let's go to
fun.
Happiness Village Pandas,
Oh,
and you can watch this thing. We're praying that it'll fall.
Realize-
It'll be so cute.
adorable. I do not want it to fall.
He is not praying for the fall.
Look at him
I
reach for
want
the
that.
bamboo. He's like, I just want to get this bamboo up here. This looks
But
so
he's
tasty.
so cute. He looks like my little nephew.
You know this thing's gonna break. Come on, guy.
Come
No.
on, trash panda.
No.
Come on.
No, that's a real panda.
It's
That's
not
a
gonna
real
fall
panda.
because he's hanging
Sorry.
in the tree.
Sorry.
Like, he's stuck.
I could watch pandas, gorillas,
Yeah, me
chimps
too.
for hours, man.
Little baby chimps are my favorite. Did you guys ever see that movie Oscar that was on, was it like the National Geographic thing?
No.
Never
And
did.
they just follow this little guy. And he's so little and so cute.
Really?
Yeah, it was like in theaters, you guys. It was really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello.
Oh, look at him. He's upside down.
Shout out to Israel listening from El Paso, Texas on YouTube.
Hey,
Israel.
what's up, Israel? Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Man, pandas are just agile, man. Look at it. They're like
Are they
gymnasts.
really are they look at that thing.
Can you guys focus?
We are.
So
This is
sorry.
part of the show, bro.
Are they vicious?
Yeah, they're pretty mean.
Yeah, pandas are
Because
really
I know
mean.
polar bears
Polar
are
bears
mean.
are
Polar
I know
bears are
koalas
vicious.
are like get you now.
The thing with polar bears is they're straight meat eaters.
Aren't they
No,
koalas? not?
koalas don't do anything.
No, koala bears are mean too,
They're
man.
not mean.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
Hold on, let me Google that one.
Yeah, pandas are pretty mean. They'll eat your face.
Yeah, they will.
They love human face.
Are koalas mean?
You know what's crazy? Before you tell me that story that you looked up,
Yeah, has
yesterday,
a dark side, dude.
Yesterday, I got to go lead worship at Hope Christian School.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
And for the high school and middle school. And those kiddos were amazing. They sang so loud. And it was so cool to hear them. But the speaker that they brought was a guy who was one of the people who received a box from Operation Christmas Child. And so he's now like in his I think he's like early 30s. And the dude shared his story, and he still has a scarf from 30 years ago.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, or 25 years ago. Yeah, he still has a scarf that he got in his box, and his story was incredible. And like, I guess there's more and more of those children at that time who are speaking now, like all over the world. I just thought that was crazy. I know, and I was thinking, why don't you guys have those people in here to interview? That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Like to talk to some dude who got a box, and he was talking about like a witch doctor who became a believer, and it like spread through the entire town. It was insane.
I missed half your story because all I could think about is if. Did you find out if the koalas were mean?
Yeah, they're pretty mean. I mean,
well,
listen,
you could solve this by believing me the first time I tell you something.
It may seem hard to believe, but the world's most cuddly animal has a dark side.
Ooh, tell me more. Tell me more.
Koala on koala violence.
Koala on koala violence?
It's actually pretty mild. They're actually not that violent. They've been known to go after dogs and even humans. So
look at how sharp those teeth are, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with a koala.
Yeah. So koalas can actually be very aggressive. Stay away from them.
Okay.
Don't pet them. Don't even look them in the eye.
Oh wow, they don't like to be looked in the eye.
Say something.
Ooh.
That's right.
Yeah. Tam, do you have in-laws?
Well, duh.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just one.
Do you and Tones, do you guys get therapy for dealing with your in-laws?
Nope.
You've never gotten therapy?
Mm-mm.
Well, good news. More and more couples who don't really have any problems with each other are going to therapy to help dealing with their in-laws. Peter Pearson is a relationship coach in Menlo Park, California, and he says about 1 out of 5 couples who see him now are there for help with in-law issues. There are 2 main types of problems. What do you think they are?
Overstepping their bounds.
Boundaries and communication.
Someone's jealous of how much time their partner spends with their family.
Oh.
Or someone doesn't get along with their parents, or excuse me, with their partner's parents. So those are the 2 main types of problems.
We definitely didn't get that right because it's all on the spouse who just is jealous of the in-laws because the in-laws get to.
So maybe it's because we don't have that issue.
Yeah, right?
Maybe we do have
but
that issue.
now we know what issue you have.
By we, I mean you.
What?
My wife spends a lot of time with her family.
Yeah, but is it a problem for you?
Nah. Well, it's because my family lives out of state. Most of them. My mom, my sister. My
That's
brother's the
your
only one that
mom.
lives here. So, Christmas, it's easy because we don't have to worry about dividing time for like Christmas or Thanksgiving or where we're going to eat or who's coming
That's
where.
true.
And so it is helpful. But, I mean, I will say it did cause problems in our marriage. Absolutely. It was something we had
And
to work
why do you
through.
think it caused the problem?
Because she spent like all of her time.
So
with her
after you guys talked about it and established new boundaries,
I realized
it got better.
It's a blessing, not a curse, because who wants to have to spend all of their time with their spouse?
That's so true.
Okay.
That's so true.
Yeah,
I think you need therapy.
That's what they came up with for sure.
Totally kidding.
do.
No, it's not. It was more of an issue because Chrissy is a worker bee. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she's a workaholic. That girl's constantly working. She'll bring it home with her, and she
I don't know
works with,
anything about
She
that.
works with her
Wow,
family.
find some balance,
And
guys.
so it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, let me guess, you're talking to your mom again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but payroll this or this and that. And I'm
Yeah.
going, yo, balance. But I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't have that. Like when I leave here,
You're
well,
gone.
I
Checked out.
yeah.
You're back into your life at home.
Now I take it home a lot more than I used to. But
Yeah?
but I didn't always. I used to just kind of boom, boom,
By
clock out
work.
and I'm out. And I could really set it aside. And so
So it's a little different now.
yeah.
But you know,
I grew to understand like, oh, okay, yeah. things that need to be taken care of, and then for me as well now with work, like.
So, like,
Yeah.
if you look at this and you look at therapists and dealing with this therapy issue, this topic, obviously, some topics will come up a little more than other topics will. But in the same way, in dealing with in-laws or anybody else, it's a jealousy issue.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, like I tell people, like sometimes they say, well, I'm having a problem with this, and this, or I bring it back to, is it really that attached to those people, or is the issue at heart? Oh my gosh, sorry, I was distracted by this demon
That looks like
koala
the Predator.
that you just pulled up on the
Go
screen.
ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
And so
It's just a koala bear.
how
that
did you
got
get a
wet.
picture of me first thing in the morning? That's so weird. Okay, so like this is an issue. The issue is the same issue. Does that make sense?
Yes, the issue is the same issue.
So no matter what situation you're in, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Beautiful.
So it's like, okay, well, jealousy. Do I have jealousy issues? Well, in any other or with your other family members, because say you don't have in-law issues, but you are having jealousy issues with other people. Then you
Yeah.
say, what is the heart of it? Is it truly motivated to protect? Is it my job to protect? Is this in the name of protection, but it's really control? And how do I work through that? Make sense?
right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think you're right.
Stop me when I lie, bro.
No, I think you're right. Do you think, though?
Stop me when I lie, bro.
Do you think, though, you know, we're big on premarital counseling.
Mhm.
You know, you should definitely get a lot of counseling before you get married. But do you think that that's something that these couples need to start really working through before they walk down the aisle?
Yes.
Is the in-laws.
Yep.
I think we
What
kind of
family
forget.
are you inheriting?
Yeah. What's the dynamic like?
Yeah. What's
You
it
know,
gonna
how
be
much
like?
time do you spend with your mom or your dad?
Someday
or-
these are your future babysitters.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do
What
you
are
want
they
them
like?
watching your children?
Right.
So this is a really
Background
important
checks.
topic because there are family members that are very. I mean, there are relationships who are very committed, and a lot of this plays a part before they make this final commitment of we're going to get married. And so when you look at certain things, you're already committed. A lot of people. I was having a conversation with a couple the other day who's not communicating with each other about what each other thinks. So they're communicating, but they're fighting. And then when they go apart from each other, they say what they really want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that you say what you really want to say what you're really meaning.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say. and then
we were all
so,
singing it in our brains. Go ahead.
So you can say these things in front of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start to develop patterns where you're saying everything that you really want to say somewhere else,
Yeah.
you think you're communicating and you really will believe that you've been communicating. But in fact,
Did you actually say what I think you just said?
You haven't been communicating.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because it plays tricks on your mind. So in regards to whatever issue that you are dealing with in your commitment with the person that you're with, like there's things that I think people are just afraid to talk about.
Mm.
And they shouldn't be afraid to talk about them.
Yeah, Thebe said had to set boundaries with both moms. It was fun.
Yeah, man.
Oh, right.
Both moms.
All right, let's do that.
Setting them
Both
boundaries. I mean, there's still, yeah. Especially when it comes to being a grandparent, because grandparents are like, but this is why. I'm a grandparent. It's my gift. I get to do this. And I was like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe don't spoil them to the point where they're
Like they're
rotten
throwing
to the
up
core and they're
when you
horrible.
bring them home.
Yes.
And like too, you know, like what are you communicating? Who are you communicating with? You have to know who your audience is. That is
yes.
101, public speaking 101, but it's
What'd you say,
also
homeboy?
internal personal like rules 101 is know your audience. Who are you talking to? Because if it is your in-laws, and like I have a friend of mine who's dealing with trying to figure out if they want their kids to be watched or not by their in-laws, and you know, it's a tough thing, but when you have the right conversations at the right time,
Yeah.
it makes everything so much better. And you're not as stressed out and you're not as worn and feel awkward because you have to spend all this time with these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Stop
what I mean?
it. Shut your mouth.
true.
Because what you're saying is beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way you can say that. Oh my gosh.
So just say no to in-laws.
Going to therapy for dealing with their in-laws is interesting, though. It's
Just
like,
say
when
no.
did we forget how to be grown-ups
Yeah.
and need direction and like, hey, talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Hey, talk to your dad.
Uh-huh.
Hey, communicate.
And there's times when people will shut you down. Like you start to talk and someone shuts you down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, do it, Dex. I dare you.
No, I don't want to.
And and so when you're doing that, it's hard to continue a conversation. And
Right.
I'm not making puns in this room because you guys walk on me. I'm not saying that.
I'm going to need you to shut your mouth and never say that.
I allow you to talk when you think you're talking over me.
Yes.
But if someone is doing that to you and you're not able, you feel like you're stuck. Like you can't communicate. You feel like you can't communicate. You got to take another approach or bring someone else in the picture. A mediator's awesome. Cool mediators, the ones that are real mediators, like, oh, I can mediate. I can really be neutral. I can take both sides here.
Like define cool, like leather jacket and sunglasses. Like,
Exactly.
what is a cool mediator?
That's so cool.
So cool mediator.
Converse.
You're such a cool mediator.
Shut this down, please. Shut it down.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Or what if it was like an Eskimo?
Yeah.
And they're just like that's more of like a cold mediator.
A cold mediator?
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking like, what else is cool?
What else
like
is
the
cool?
other side of the pillow.
As in cool, as in legit.
Oh,
like
like
they know how to
MC
mediate.
Hammer, because he's too legit.
To quit.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to help you with
I
your
remember
words.
being in the most awkward position as a mediator, mediator, not a meteor, because that's the meteorite.
Oh, wow. A medium?
My friends used to call me meteorite in high school. Just kidding. I was a mediator in college.
For real?
True story. And I was not told that the trial was a mock trial because they didn't want my brain to think like it was fake.
Right.
Oh.
So they didn't tell me
Oh,
that it wasn't real.
Oh, no.
And it was the most heated, most intense conversation I have ever had in my life, to mediate, ever in my whole life. There were things said, and I was like, yeah, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And the goal was just get them out of here alive.
Wow.
And also make sure he doesn't do anything weird or physical, like attack her across the table.
Yeah.
And then also it was like, I mean, all this stuff was coming out at the table. And I'm like, oh man. And the point of it was to prove to the mediator that you can't fix everything.
That's right.
And that was the issue because they were trained to fight against anything I was going to say. I was set up for failure in a sense, obviously to learn and win in the end, which was great. But I really was terrified, and I was like, they're going away, and they are not going to be together, and this is terrible. And I had to we had to communicate that this was going to end now, and that things were going to be done.
You know what else is going to end?
Oh my gosh, the show.
Yeah.
No, you are. Push her in. Push her in. I'm opening the vault. Push her in now. Hello?
We don't want to lock her in the vault.
Needless to say,
Close it now. Close it.
well.
Close it. She'll never get out. Love you, Tam. That was good stuff. Good
Thanks
stuff
for playing
today.
along.
Whatever.
And getting choked out by
Fine.
lack of oxygen.
You're welcome.
Man, no, that hour went by so quick.
It did. It went by really fast.
Thank you for that.
Remember, the Star Me says that your new nickname is Koala T-Tam.
Oh!
Because you look and you sound innocent,
Yes!
but then you go savage on story time.
I love it. That's good.
Koala T-Tam. I like it.
All right, guys, we are done. Guys, have a beautiful Tuesday. Have a good quality Tuesday.
Yeah.
iTunes. We have a YouTube. We'll be up at Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Star
That's right.
88 FM.
And we might see you tomorrow.
See you guys. Bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
We must not be on a quest to figure out who the seraphim are, that we forget that this really matters.